Cafe Jazz.
Wait, Robert and RoboDessert.
Oh my god, that's us.
Welcome to Robert and RoboDessert's text channel.
This. Whatever this is. Tell the people, Robert.
Hey, you want some relationship advice? I will give you the relationship advice. I don't know what character that is.
Every time you come up with a new one, I'm gonna ask you to name them on the spot.
This is Tony Fantoni.
Tony Phantom. I thought you were gonna say Tony Phantom. That was about to be really cool.
Sounds like a
It
streamer.
It sounds like a superhero. Tony Phantom.
Tony Phantom.
How we doing, friends? Worst font I've ever seen, Robert.
Whoa!
Dang.
Whoa!
He's Canadian. He doesn't know. He doesn't know.
You ain't got no street
No.
fonts in Canada?
It's Canada.
Huh?
Never mind. How we doing, friends? Daniela, Crafty, Hill Dragon, Dustin, welcome.
Ladies and gentlemen. I don't know why I cut you off.
Take it away. See your mic now. Here you go.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Co-op Comedy's Valentine Hotline. I think I got it the right way.
This is what we're drinking here.
Oh.
Little Cali. Robert's dropping stuff. I don't know what he's doing. Cali Squeeze, Blood Orange.
Oh, look at that product showcase.
Product showcase.
Welcome to the Sony, brought to you by Sony ZV-10.
What the hell, Merple? Only Robert? You don't feel welcome? Calling October, hello.
Thank
God,
you.
Hi. Hi.
Hi!
Kermit.
I'm Miss Poggy. Leisure Larry looking dude. Hey man, look at her tits. I've never played a Leisure Suit Larry.
This is gonna be a fantastic stream.
You guys ever seen some
You guys are in
chest
for
hair?
a treat.
Huh?
I'm pretty sure they probably have. No. It's the first time chest hair has ever been on Twitch. Robert's
Chewing
so
like an
far
Italian
down.
guy.
I feel like
Raise your eyebrow. Nice. We look like DreamWorks characters. Huh?
cell phone in 1994.
I was drunk. No.
No, he's very sober.
Colin, I tell you, you have no idea.
Questions are you can Daniel, you can ask whatever. 323 Comodi. Oh,
Comodi.
for Comodi. You can ask anything you
Please
want.
go ahead and just shoot a text.
Tara, hello.
Hi, Tara. I'm my wife.
44p like God and 10.
Can you make that bigger? My eyes can't see.
This?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Think.
Oh, that's good. I like it here. Is that okay with you?
Is that
Is that too far for you?
That's the same size that it was over here.
Oh no, I just made the locations better. Is that okay with you?
Oh, that's fine with me. It's fine with me. Hold on, everybody. Hold on. Cut the music. Hold on. Yeah, what do you need?
A kiss.
This
Every
fucking
kiss
guy over
begins
here.
with.
I think that's true.
What?
Is it good for you?
That's like my jacket.
Can you see that now?
Huh? Yeah,
Is it good?
I can.
Okay. We're back.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
So
Heroes.
yeah, call, text, preferably text. If you want to stay anonymous, because if you
Honestly,
call,
doesn't
people might
matter.
know your voice.
Yeah.
So then.
This stands for real doctors.
It just dicks.
It stands for what?
Righteous. Mateo boyfriend.
We have all the advice for you guys tonight. We're so ready.
Any question you have, I
Any-
guarantee you I will give you the best answer you ever heard.
We have answers standing by.
Little known thing about me.
Well, tell me. marker eraser.
Little known thing about me.
Yeah.
In my group of friends, I was essentially, and this is not like
You were sensual.
I was essentially
Yeah.
the therapist, but not in like this and that, but like people would go to me
Not like.
to ascertain advice. You know what I'm
Some
saying?
life.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was like the advice guy in my group of friends.
Yeah. Wow.
I was the one that
How are they all doing now?
terrible. 6 divorces.
Send your questions, folks. Send your questions. There's no data charge. I don't know anything about data charges. I don't know about that.
Who's still paying 10 cents? Remember that? 10 cents for texts?
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
If you're on a plan that has 10 cents for texts, reevaluate it. Call it.
That's our first piece of advice right there.
You got T-Mobile, Verizon, and AT.
Who you using?
I use Google Fi right now. Have you heard?
No.
Have you heard? Music legend, you Mama Lukes! Hey, you Mama Lukes!
Turn the music up. I got you guys.
I was driving around my lawyer questions and he had the answers. I'm good at answers.
Are you good at good answers?
I said what I said.
Okay. That's all I needed to know. Stream is.
Of course. My co-op comedy. You drink normal, I drink as if I look like I'm hiding something.
That's true.
You ever lick your lips?
Like ever in my life?
I don't know. Just answer the question.
Like you're giving me the 4th degree for me. Say it's the goddamn
I
question.
asked you a question, you answer the question. Ask a question, get an answer. Ask a question, get an answer.
I've licked my lips.
Go moist. Good at answers. I need that clip for the All right, what's the answer to 73 times 42? Well, let me tell you.
Hold on, I'm gonna pay.
I can tell you it ends in 5. I can tell you that.
Oh.
Like right off the bat, I can tell you it ends in 5.
Yeah.
And there's a good chance
No.
that it start.
73 times 42?
Yes.
That'd be.
Oh, it ends in 6.
There we go.
I thought he said added.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Classic
Yeah,
mistake.
classic. Easy mistake.
Easy mistake to make. I was on Mama Tamago stream a couple nights ago.
Oh yeah.
She's like, "Hey, Robert, when did you stream?" So ever since I known you, you didn't stream.
That's so weird.
And I had to go back in time to be like, when did I stream?
That's so weird that there's people that know you now that don't know you as a streamer, because that is so ingrained in my brain, even though you haven't streamed in a long time.
I will say I was a very
man.
I was a very revolutionary streamer. Zoom goofs? I invented it.
Oh. What you had that McDonald's bit, right?
Yep.
Oh god, I remember seeing that on
Yep.
Instagram. I fucking lost my mind. The Batman talking in the Batman mouth.
Like, I'm not someone to toot my own horn. I'm gonna tell you right now, I had some good bits.
You still have clips on your channel? You think?
Fucking better. Fucking better. They better not delete that shit. I'm still here.
International text might cost though. Oh, that's a good note. That's a good
Really?
note. Didn't know that. Emote, hi. How are you?
Oh, maybe.
Caesar.
Actually.
Vegas.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe.
Robert is a Batman simp. Bagrid. Don't bring that up.
That was a good time.
We all had a good
Wizard.
time. Do your Daffy Duck noise.
Donald.
Donald Duck. Sorry. You guys are really gonna need to really listen to this.
Okay. This is I didn't invent Donald Duck. I figured out a good way to do Donald Duck.
Robert invented voice acting
It's true.
back in the 40s.
Okay, ready? You tell me that doesn't fucking sound like Donald Duck. You tell me that
I
doesn't
thought that
sound
was your Hagrid.
the drunk Hagrid.
That's what you sound like when you're drunk? You need to go to the doctor. I think you have rabies.
Doctor. When I drink, this is what I sound like.
That was a thing. Oh, you have no
A good
idea.
thing, Justin. A good thing.
One of the best bits was you doing that noise, and then watching the clip of you doing that noise, and then watching the clip of you watching the clip of
Who invented Inception
I
reactions?
think that was Christopher Nolan.
No.
Oh, okay.
If you watched his movie and then talked about it, yes. Inception streams. This guy right here.
What did I just hear?
Before Just Chatters, you know what I'm saying? Like the Hassan and all the other people. First of all, I can't even ascertain the entertainment value of the Just Chatting people. Not you. I'm talking about the ones that have like 50,000 people watching them. Just sit there scrolling through the internet and just talking about God knows what, and like it's not entertaining for me. Okay, for me.
Speaking of noises, just to you know, focus in on the theme of the evening.
Oh yeah, we got off.
If you had to make a noise that encapsulated love, and let me be very clear, talking about love, which can be sex, doesn't have to be. What is the sound of love, Robert?
It's taking every fiber in my being not to just make a joke out of this.
Oh, I know. I'm aware.
I have a pain in my side trying to hold this back.
Robin, just do it. Just to get out of the way. Yeah, there it is.
But truly a love?
Truly, true love.
Oh. Why was that funny?
That's the sound of love, people.
Right? Because and I can explain. Hold on. Like a
shot. Are we driving a car?
Yeah, like I hit the brake really hard. Hold on.
I was asleep. Did we crash?
We're okay.
Oh my god. Ow. You didn't touch me, but that noise was so good.
That's the noise of love.
Oh.
Because, right? Whether it's which I don't believe in, but love at first sight, right? You see someone, you're like, oh. Or someone you're dating or something like that, they do something, right? Acts of, what is the thing? Acts of service? It's like the love languages. Yeah. They do something, you're like, oh. Or physical touch is the other love language, right? They come in and give you like one of these. You might not say it out loud, but in your head, you're like, oh. Right? Yeah. It's a surprise because you didn't know what love was until it sparked in your head and creating this like shock in your
shock in
So from now on,
where in the body is your O?
in the heart.
In the heart. Robert Highwind.
Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, I'm back on stream. Right? How wrong am I? 0%.
Spot on.
Oh. Yeah, okay. Oh, is this love? Oh. Now close your eyes. Oh.
We're here to have a good time, folks. We're here to have a good time.
Look how good you look. Let me just shout that out.
Look how good you look.
All right.
You remember over there, and I kind of pointed. Look how good you look back there.
Hey, you look great. Ice cream guy. Yeah, look at you over there. Hey, this is nice. You cleaned it up?
I mean, not really.
Okay. That's great.
Oh.
Woo. Let's see everyone's O face. Like real O face?
Oh my god, are we in a crash? Oh my god. You're getting electrified. Oh god. Every time you exclaim, she makes me like, why? There's a cat out there who is recovering from surgery. And honestly, she doesn't give a shit about that part, but she's in a cone, and she's so sad about that.
That's a sad looking cat.
Do you want to do you want to start with one of these before we get to
Sure.
Do you want to do that?
Yeah. We have, how many questions do we have? 20?
23. Oh, how many questions do we have from the
No,
Numbers?
let's do 5 here, and then we'll like stop every 5.
every 5 questions here? Or
5
what are you
here, and then
talking-
we'll jump over there and do a couple of
Okay.
these, and we'll jump over here, 5 more.
Yeah, I just need you to know this is very confusing.
Why? 5 and 5.
Okay, so while we answer your questions tonight, in between questions, we're gonna do a little newlywed questions.
Yeah.
Share with y'all. We're gonna answer about each
Yeah.
other. We're not married
No.
yet.
Married. What
We
is
are,
what
we
is
are
ma-
in a legal partnership?
what is
so
marriage but a legal partnership? Huh?
Our taxes are tied together. Are they? Well, some of them, the business ones. What do you? We can-
We'll talk about it. It's proprietary information. Okay, what is this? Why'd you put me and you?
So this is how the newlywed questions work.
I don't know how it works. I'm
So
a
they work.
foreigner.
So we're gonna ask this question: how did you first meet your co-op partner? Actually, we don't really need to do this for this question, but you would write your real answer,
Ooh.
and then you
okay.
write what you think I'm going to write. Ooh,
Okay.
ooh. City Kitty, how are you?
Hi, City Kitty. Now, Kia. What
Oh.
up, Kyle?
That's gonna happen, Kyle. Don't
So you
worry.
put Robert up here, so I'll put Robert.
Okay, do whatever you want.
Or should I keep it the same and put mine up here and here? So it looks like it matches like. What do you think?
What would make you happy?
I'll put the same as you. Why would it be? Why are you laughing?
Should have discussed this before the stream.
A lot of things before the stream. Yeah. First of all, thank you everyone for coming in.
Oh yeah, thank you so much.
I know you guys are all used to Twitch streams, so
Which is,
let's
let's just say it for the viewer, better.
Better.
It's better.
better
It's better.
until
It's worse here.
YouTube does it better.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Working on
so I'll, legitimately appreciate you guys coming in to YouTube to watch us, and because we know that's like an extra step, and it's not really the place you're used to, but yeah,
it. It's weird.
it's very weird.
It's weird. It's
It'd be
gonna get
weird for me,
tonight.
but I do appreciate it.
Yeah. I also appreciate it. I just thought it made it. It's not just Robert.
You know, I should have said we appreciate it.
That's okay. You can speak for you. We don't have to. We're in a
Legal partnership.
contract, but that's okay.
Okay. So what's the
Are
question?
you sure our taxes are?
Did you get your W2?
From co-op?
Yeah.
No, did you?
I saw the serious in his eyes. How did you first meet your co-op partner? All right, I'm gonna tell you.
What do I think you were going to say? Okay.
I haven't written with my hand in such a long time.
What are you doing? What are you doing to communicate? What are you?
I'm texting. I'm voice to texting. Y'all gave the video a thumbs up down below.
It does help.
It does help.
I hope I spilled that.
Oh man, I'm itchy in my neck.
So is our cat. Have you been wearing a
Oh,
the whole
no!
time?
All
I
right,
have fleas.
are we ready? Are we just gonna like pop into the chat?
Yeah, or we can do one at a time, whatever works.
Sure, you go.
Okay. So how did we meet our co-op partner? That's this guy right here. I think we met during my GeoGuessr stream where you popped in and we went to our meeting. I think you might say that we met when you were playing the Hitman and you created the shoveler.
Ooh,
Because I remember that
those are
stream.
good times.
Those are good
Remember the
times.
shoveler?
Yeah, I
That
do.
game was cool.
Good time.
Yeah. I said GeoGuessr Armenia, and I thought you would say the same.
Oh, okay.
So that is what I believe was our first time meeting.
I honestly can't remember which came first there.
I feel like I knew you already when you saw me play because I
knew you already.
mega.
Okay. I feel like I knew your mouth.
Because I feel like I don't know who raided into you. Might have been Joe.
First.
Made first.
Dude, mid first.
Good old Joe made first.
There's nowhere I can
Because I already knew you during when I was doing that because I feel like when you popped in, I was like, oh, hey, Robo, like, thanks for coming in, hanging out. But I feel like the first time I thought I met you was there because I was like, hey, you're pretty funny. Hey, do Armenia.
Yeah.
Like, you went to Armenia. You're
Yeah.
trying to find things. I'm like, I'm not really good at
And
the
then you
language.
left halfway through.
I was like, I gotta go back to work, man. You're like, all right.
The shoveler came later, I think.
Yeah.
Kate, what do you remember? Yeah,
Whoa.
we met online. We met totally
Kate-
online.
Kate introduced us.
Yeah, definitely we met through Kate, 100%.
Yeah.
Part of the story, absolutely.
Yes,
met
yes,
through Kate.
Tara.
I met so many people on Twitch through Kate.
Kate is the Twitch community OG.
Mhm.
Without Kate,
That's
lot
how
of
I met
connections
Joe.
don't be-
That's how I
don't
met
get
you.
made.
That's how I met Reaper.
in fact, I told
Sorry, I
Robert
meant Chuck E.
Robert to raid
Cheese.
Robert.
I don't know that I did raid Robert.
Because
Because I wouldn't have been streaming when Robert was streaming. Because my streams ended earlier and Robert started streaming later. But as a Kate a partner, Kate, get in here.
Get in here. So yeah, so how does the points work now?
Well, are we doing points?
Are we?
Are we?
Should we?
Should we?
Should we?
We?
We should.
Okay.
Let's add some stakes to this.
Let's add some stakes.
Loser does a shot.
You have to drive home.
Loser
You're
does
assuming you're not gonna lose.
loser does a shot of hot sauce.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All
How's
right.
that?
I think you technically, because I think it's if you
God
get a
bless
point
Kate.
if you guess correctly, which you
Point if I-
guessed mine
I
correctly.
guessed yours correctly. Oh yeah, so that's how
Yeah.
it's just a guess.
So
I
you-
got it right. You got it wrong. I'm gonna add my little score sheet right over here.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's
So I'm
how
gonna
you.
tally.
Okay.
Okay, loser.
Oh, it's all because. It
All
is all
right,
because of you.
that's fun.
Do we want to go into answer a phone question now and come back, or do we want to?
Like 1-on-1. We
Yeah,
can do that.
do
Why not?
one-on-one.
Yeah, why not?
why not?
This took a while anyway.
Let's
We
do,
didn't-
let's do some time. Let's get into some advice, everybody.
Advice.
Advice.
You want to pull out my phone? Or you want to pull it over there?
I can pull it up, or you can do both, because I know you keep things closer.
Are there? Oh, first off, a lot of people message you.
A lot of people message you.
All right, let's start from the way first.
The way back.
Somebody just texted and said, Japan. I love that people don't believe that we got a phone number. Guys,
It's real. This is a real phone number. 3234-comedy.
I'm the king of content.
3234.
I figure things out.
That's a bold statement for somebody that doesn't stream.
I don't have to stream. I did my part for
Okay.
2 years, influenced the game, left.
Needed advice.
I did Zoom goofs. People were like, holy shit, that's hilarious. And then I left. Here we go. Ready?
Yeah.
Again, anonymous questions.
Which one are you starting with?
Just the first one we got. I'm going in order like this, and then like whichever
I don't know
question.
if I see all these. Man, this is the first one that I have access to over here.
Interesting.
I don't know. We'll go with you. Don't look.
Interesting.
We have.
They said to bring you
Oh.
Don't listen to chat.
Who said
Don't
this?
listen.
I don't know, something
Thank you.
somebody said, so I
No.
did.
Well,
Thank you.
Looks like we needed advice. Okay. Our first question is, what is the one quality that you think is imperative for a good relationship? One quality.
One quality in your partner or a quality in the relationship? We can answer both, but those might be
I assume it's in your partner.
in your partner.
Because, yeah, my
Okay.
assumption. How about I answer for partner, you answer for relationship?
Okay. Easy. I already have my answer for
Me
that.
too.
By all means.
By all means.
Tell the people. Tell the people what they need to know.
For me, empathy. I think that's number one.
That's a good answer.
Yeah.
Good answer.
I think there's nothing more comforting to have in a relationship than someone who understands you, understands your perspective and your point of view, and why you are the way you are, or why you said what you said, or all these other things that come with the empathy thing. Because a lot of times, and this is gonna sound like a joke, but I don't think it's a joke. I think it's real. Because I'm foreign, because English is my second language, occasionally I'm at a loss for like explaining something the way I'm thinking, and it's not that I'm thinking it in Armenian and trying to translate to come out in English. Like I'm not that.
No,
I've been here since I was 3, but I'm just not good at words and sentences.
I would agree.
Thank you. You know, we've been in a relationship for 2 years.
Yeah, we gotta do our taxes.
So, we gotta do our taxes.
Really gotta do it.
So, a lot of times I don't explain myself well, and I have to like really just keep like peeling back what I'm trying to get at, right? And I think if someone wasn't empathetic, they wouldn't be able to. They might just like immediately, get mad at you for saying something, right? And not really take to heart, like, hold on, well, what are they really trying to say? Because I know they're not really like this, like, I think that like understanding, like if you're empathetic, that you really understand your partner. And I think, empathy
and not just understand, but you care enough to seek that understanding.
Right.
Yeah.
That's also like the effort put in
Because it can take effort.
Oh my god, yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my! I'll drink to that.
You know what they say? Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater.
Don't throw the baby out. How does that relate to How does that relate to the
Next question.
Oh, okay.
What was your thing?
Oh, I was gonna say communication, which is such a. It feels like such a stereotypical like cop-out answer, but it's
the key.
It's so true.
Oh,
and it goes right in hand in hand with what you were saying about
hand.
empathy. You have to communicate with each other to understand each other. And like Crafty is saying, you have to ask those real questions, get to the bottom of what's going on.
Yeah.
And it's fucking hard sometimes.
Very hard.
It's hard to fight the like instinct where you're like you're just being an asshole. It's like no, wait, why are you saying that? It's
Right.
hard. It's hard. So important.
Because there's so many moments where you have a heart-to-heart with your partner. You understand them. You get to know them. You're bearing you're who you are to them, right? And then when these moments go away and you're in day-to-day life and things come up and maybe someone's having a bad day that you don't know about or whatever, right? Like someone might say something or do something that seems out of the ordinary from what you believe after having such a nice heartfelt conversation, right? But then like if you have empathy and you communicate, you take a step back. You don't just react, right? A lot of times like I feel like people who have constant relationship issues and fight and all this, it's a lot of reactionary.
And they don't go beyond that reaction. They just
Right.
stop at whatever that first
It's
reaction
very
is. Like,
face
this is
value,
what it
surface
is.
level, exactly.
Yeah.
You did this, you're an asshole. You did this, and so you're an asshole.
Done.
End of story.
Yeah.
But, and I think maybe this is because like my brain's a lot more lawyerly than some others maybe, or whatever. Like I always want to find out the why. Why did this happen? There's always a reason for
So
something.
you're saying in order to really dig in with a partner, you should go to law school?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, of
Fantastic,
course. When you both accumulate an ungodly amount of debt.
Then you really understand
really
each other.
together.
Yeah. Oh
But
my
yeah.
god.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I like what Tara said too. So many people listen with the intent to reply instead of understand.
It's a good
That's
sentence.
so
That is a
beautiful.
good
Wow.
sentence.
I'm gonna pin that in the chat.
Tara, tweet that
Tweet
sentence.
that right now. Pin that. Wow.
Listen with the intent to reply instead of understand.
Adrian
Which
just
is-
hears. Can we go back to the top? Let's start from the. Let's just start it.
Welcome
over.
to
Let's
Co-op
run it
Comedy's
back. Hello,
Valentine
everybody!
Hotline. Which is funny that Tara said that because that's like because I feel like that's like the sideways way of saying that, hey, sometimes your partner doesn't want a solution, they just want sympathy. Which I tell you, these two chums over here are guilty of.
Literally, we were hanging out recently, and both Tara and Colin October figured out. We all collectively figured out that we're all in the same boat, where they will talk to us about a problem they're having at work or in life, and we're just like, let's solve the problem. And they're like, no, I don't want to solve it.
We could just do
It's like,
this.
what do you understand? I don't understand. Why are you
talking about it? Why are you talking about it?
Why are you telling me about it if we're not trying to
You
solve
don't want me
it?
to help you? You don't want me to help you? What are we gonna do? Sit here like a potato? You want me to just sit here like a potato and just listen?
Just listen.
How's
What
that-
does
how's that-
do?
how's that
How is
help?
that helpful? But sometimes
Yeah, it's helpful.
that's helpful. Sometimes. So you need to listen, communicate, understand.
Sometimes all they want to hear is, man, that sucks.
That's it.
And then they go, yeah.
Yeah. Cheers. I'll drink to that. I'll fucking drink to that. Hit him with another Robert saying. Hit him with another Robert.
Listen, when the going gets tough, the tough stick it out.
This is good. This is good.
Yeah, that was a good one.
This is good.
See? See? We got good shit.
We got good shit.
Okay, you want to do another question?
I want emotional support.
I understand how to figure what I want.
It's not the point.
See, Kate said that sucks can mean so much.
That sucks.
Understanding. It's all about understanding. It's all about empathy.
Understanding, empathy. There we go. We got
Perfect.
It. We got it. What is this one?
Describe your
First thought.
first thought of them in one word. Gorgeous. My answer is...
Try and call and make a rival Valentine's stream. Man, I love that idea. We should let them take over the stream one day. Probably bad for us, but
Wait, so what I write on my thing, on my name, is what I think you're going to say that I thought of you? Right? Right?
one
That's
of
correct.
yours should be what you think I'm writing, and one of yours should be your first thought of me.
So under my name, it's what my first thought of you is. Okay.
However you organize that over there, totally in your court. 100%
And then what I think
in
you
your
wrote that
court.
I am.
Kadak, hello, how are you? Who are you? I am.
Okay,
Hold on.
I'm going home. Terry, if you're texting, who's watching the baby?
The baby.
Just watching yourself. That'd be great. Oh, I can't tell you how good that would be.
Okay.
Ready? Well, how did we do this? We went 1, 2, 3, and we flipped or something?
Yeah, I think one
Oh
of
yeah,
us
you
did
went first, and I
Yeah.
went. Okay.
You want to go first this time?
Oh sure.
Sure. Okay.
So I thought when I first saw him that he's funny,
Oh.
but I think that when he saw me, I'm super hilarious.
When I first saw you, I said this guy is funny.
You bastard.
But I remember being in that Hitman stream.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is this guy? He's shoveling. But it was coming from because
Yeah,
we
yeah,
just
yeah,
started
yeah.
streaming, right? And so you're analyzing everybody like, who's this fucker? He's not funny, and you're like, oh yeah, he is. Fuck, man, he's really funny.
Jealousy.
Jealousy.
I didn't
He's
catch
hilarious.
Ah, hilarious. I said the right word. I wrote funny. What'd you write? Beard.
Beard.
That was the first thing I thought. This guy's a beard.
That guy, look at that
No,
beard.
I thought you were pretty funny.
Well, I feel like an asshole now.
See, I'm over here trying to be a real person.
This was my real reaction. Jealousy, because you were so funny.
Yeah, that's true.
But that wasn't my first thought. My first thought was, fuck this guy.
Fuck this
Fuck
guy.
this.
My other thoughts, because I had multiple thoughts.
Oh my God,
Who knows what my first? My thought was like, I like this guy. I can be his friend.
You're so nice.
I'm secretly really
So
nice.
He's so nice. You guys are so fucking
Future husband.
phone number stored anywhere? It is in our Google. Like, we can see the numbers, but we can't see who sent what. Like, it doesn't tell us
Yeah.
your name or anything.
Like, imagine if your text messages in your iPhone or whatever, you didn't save anyone's number, right? Like in your contacts. If someone did text you, you would just see a number. So that's kind of how it's stored in our
Yeah.
Google Voice thing. It's kind of like just another chat window-y thing. After this is done, we're just deleting all the chats.
Yeah, we're not like saving these for
No.
later. We're not going to be messaging people at these numbers or anything like that.
As soon as this bit is done, we're just deleting it all.
Yeah, I would also say, and you feel free to correct me if you have a different thought, but like if you're for whatever reason not comfortable with messaging or calling this number, put questions in chat if you want. The
Oh,
only
yeah.
thing is obviously they can't be anonymous there,
Of course.
but totally up to you, 100%.
The intention for this was like, from from my end was that I thought people might actually have like real relationship advice that they want, like, hey, maybe my partner fought, or what, like some real thing, and we could like answer truthfully, because I like giving advice.
Yeah.
I'm an advice guy.
You're an advice guy.
And we've had a few real questions. Like this first one we answered was a real question. We also have a few joke questions come in, which we will answer as well. It's up to you. You do whatever you want.
Look, if you guys want us to text you going live notifications and random jokes, we will do that. We're not planning.
Please press
on
1 to subscribe.
Yeah, right.
Reply yes if you would like a Co-op Comedy live notification every month. So yeah, do you think I get a point for hilarious? Or
No,
do you-
because I didn't say that.
Oh,
Really. That's
your
not
real
real.
question.
That wasn't my real first reaction.
Right,
you know?
right.
That came later when I was analyzing my own thought. That came later when I sought to understand with empathy. Dang. It all comes around.
Nice.
It all comes around.
We're digging deep. Yes.
You can dig deep. You
I
can
like
send
giving
joke
advice.
questions. Whatever you want. Whatever you want.
All right, that was fun.
That was great.
Next.
Great. What is next? Chimpanzees. Script. No. 8-ball. No. Cars
Oh yeah, see, then the next one was the one I did. Or not. Wow, that's so
This
strange.
is so out of order compared to what's on your phone. I have no idea. Yes.
It sounds funny.
Why do you have the laugh of an evil villain? What's going on over here? Okay.
Whew. All right.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's why that's next. Because that person who just asked that question that we answered texted again, and so it shot it up. So yeah, we're on the same page of what's next and what's
Okay.
next. So you can read it from
Want to
there
go
if
this
you want.
one? All right. This
Sure,
one is
sure.
a long one.
This is
so
a long
everyone, buckle up.
It's
Here we
also
go.
I'm just gonna assume not real.
I mean, we'll let you judge. We'll let
judge.
you be the judge of that. Hi, my name is Motorcycle Dude 431, longtime fan. How the hell am I supposed to meet women? I'm in my 40s, a motorcycle racer, I own a race suit company, and I have played guitar and sang since I was 15. I played with Emery for a short period. Last year, my wife and I split up, and I have full custody of our kids, who I named my suit company after.
Cute.
I'm also a full-time carpenter. Give it to me straight. Do you think I'll ever be able to find love again?
Easy yes.
That could be real, but I don't think it is.
No. And I'm gonna tell you why.
This is my dad's sister.
I almost thought it was as well.
It's almost, but
Now I'm
I
just
don't
gonna
think so.
tell you real quick why I don't think it's real, because they also left a voicemail.
They did.
When we listen to the voicemail, you'll
With
see
a
it's a
different-
completely
yeah.
different story.
Totally different vibe.
Which, as two men of comedy, I
Appreciate.
appreciate. I appreciate this a lot.
Very good.
But I'm gonna answer it 100%. A lot of redeeming qualities with Motorcycle Dude over here, right? Right?
Yeah.
He's in his
So
40s and he has custody of his kids.
He-
What does
he
that tell
has-
you? The judge deemed him worthy to raise children.
Yeah. He has a suit company. He's a carpenter.
You have a business, an entrepreneur,
People will be lining up out the door.
right? Named it after his kids. Adorable
Adorable.
and sweet. A kind man.
Adorable.
Number 3, a carpenter. You know who else was a carpenter? Jesus.
The most
Is
famous
this
carpenter
Jesus?
of all.
Could this be Jesus?
Did Jesus race motorcycles?
Jesus in 2023 could.
He could. He could probably do literally anything he wanted.
You do a kickflip with the motorcycle.
I would be impressed. That would be a miracle. I'd be a believer.
Oh, you're funny. You said that with a straight face.
First
That's really
thought.
good.
That's the first thought.
First thought. You're hilarious. But yes, I think everyone could find love again.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's-
Especially like, I haven't experienced this, but like, in this scenario, it's a divorce. This spouse didn't die, which you could still find love after that, but I think that makes it even more difficult to move on. You can absolutely find love after this.
Did Jesus have kids? We are all God's children.
We are all brother and sisters in Christ.
Yes. Yes, my brother in
Do
Christ,
all things
Caesar.
through the power of Christ who strengthens me.
The power of Motorcycle Dude 431,
Who strengthens me.
who strengthens me. Praise be 431. Praise be. But yeah, as an overall, I think we can pluck a real question out of this. Are you capable of finding love again after a divorce, after heartbreak, after
Yes.
a breakup from a long period of time? I think so, and I'll tell you why.
I think the hardest part, if this were real, the part that would make it feel the hardest is being in your 40s, because I feel like really finding love again is not that it's not difficult, like that, you know, especially when you have kids and whatever, you were in love to the point that you got married. But I think there's this sort of false idea that as you get older, you can't find love. Like if you're single after a certain age, you can't find love. And I don't think that's true at all.
No.
I don't think that's true at all.
There is, as the saying goes, I think a fish in the sea. But I think it's true, especially now with all these apps. You just have to open yourself up to find love in different methods. When I got into a relationship with Tara, Tinder, my wife.
Oh,
Tinder, Bumble, what is it? Coffee Bagel, Farmer Singles, Hinged, Unhinged. All of these didn't exist.
yeah.
The only way
How long have we been together?
since 2011, long time. I'm in my 40s. There's no age limit on love. There you go.
Beautiful.
So many people find love in like their 60s, their 70s, this and that. The only thing that you have to do within yourself is be open to that. Because a lot of times when you go through something like this, you can close yourself off, right? You can be like, no, I'm done. And so your mindset is that way. So when you're out and about to a cafe or returning your DVD to Blockbuster or whatever you may be doing, when you're closed off to the idea of love, you're not gonna find it, right?
I think that's true, even if you're not going through the results of a breakup. You know,
Yeah,
like that
that's
could just be
Very
true.
That's just a
in
general statement of truth.
Yeah.
Look at me, I'm general statement of truth.
Mr. General over here.
For the best car insurance rates in town, call 1-800-GENERAL now. eHarmony. eHarmony was the only one that existed. back
Ashley
then.
Madison, which I
Woo, don't go there.
place.
Don't go there. But yeah, eHarmony was like, fill out this 40-page thing.
Oh my God,
send it
truly.
in, and we'll tell you who you match up with. Who's doing that? There's no. Was it a computer doing it? Was it an algorithm, or was it just John Smith over there like, oh, they both like motorcycles. They can probably work.
So
Yeah,
you never did dating apps of any kind, did you?
I hate dating.
You found friends with like, lock this in, we're done.
No, I didn't do any dating apps.
That's wild. It's
The
such
co-
an experience in today's age.
It's the only experience.
Wow.
It's my cousin is like 5 years younger than me, so he did kind of grow up in that age of using that. And a mere
I was
5
on some
years.
dating apps. I never went on dates from it, but
Yeah,
but
see,
it's-
I was never single during that time. Back in my day, the only way you would go out with someone is if someone knew you and had to introduce you to somebody, right? A friend of a friend or whatever it may be. Or you went to school with them or you work with them because you're just around them all the time.
all the time.
Or 3, rando at a bar, at a whatever.
At
if
a
you have
bar.
at a bar, if you've got the courage to go up to someone and just be like, hey, you're cute, let's go out or whatever, which I didn't. So that was method 3 was not me.
What was your method?
Work. Me and my wife worked at the same place.
Yeah, but how did you transition from we work together to hey, let's like go on a date, or like who initiated that? What was that?
No one initiated
It just
that. We were
happened.
all in the same. We worked in the same department. Everyone that worked together was friends, and we were all supposed to go out one night to, I believe, like karaoke to a bar or something like that, right? We were all supposed to go out that one night.
Mhm.
Everyone bailed, except me and my wife. And when we went out, right, we're like, do you want to still go? Okay, sure, why not? Because we were already planning to go. Maybe, we were already dressed or something. I don't know. Whatever it was, we were both like, yeah, let's just go out. Screw it, it's just us two, whatever. So we go out. And I had the best time that I had in a one-on-one situation with a girl because I went in with like. That's another. This is like a whole nother topic, but like you go in without any expectation, which allows you to just be you, which then allows you to connect with someone who likes you.
There's no
you.
worries getting in the way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It means no worries for the rest of your days.
Matata.
So then we went out, and I was like, wow, great time with that girl. Maybe we could be a thing. Then eventually, like,
But maybe not.
months later, I know.
Now you're gonna have a child.
And now we procreated. So yeah.
Oh, there's some interesting statements in the chat going on here. One that popped out to me, City Kitty. I met Lord on Tumblr. I've never heard of anyone meeting on Tumblr. That's wild. Robert said, "Oh."
See, I went out and I went,
Oh.
a great time.
Tara said you were texting me every day. That is modern love.
Nah, I played it cool.
Not true.
No, that's true.
Oh, okay.
She texted me. No, but I will tell you this. I'm not a smooth guy, but sometimes when I get into the mood, I can be smooth. And when I say mood, I mean put on the mask of someone who I believe is smooth. At heart, we're entertainers, we're actors, we're performers, right? I'm not who I am here, but I'm like creating a character to act in a funny way, right? Like it's like your entertainment mode, right? It's a mode that you turn on. When we went out, I turned on, hey, if I beat you in this pool game, you gotta give me a kiss.
It worked.
It worked. Give
Can't
me
even
a
complain.
smooch.
I'm not
And I went,
bagging on Tumblr.
Oh.
Oh.
Robert, you met Robert on Twitch. Leave Tumblr up.
No, there's nothing wrong with Tumblr. I was on Tumblr for way too long. My mind is warped from Tumblr.
I'd be curious, like, how do you meet? Is it like is it messaging, or does
Yeah,
like
you can
someone
message
like
people.
your photo?
Yeah,
That you
I think probably if I had to guess, what may have
make a
happened
guess.
is you followed each other, you interact with each other's posts a lot back and forth, and then you maybe start interacting. You start messaging or whatever, and then the rest is history.
Yeah. Makes sense.
I just had not heard of people meeting in that way on Tumblr, but it makes total sense. I mean, why
Dude,
not meet anywhere?
You can
else?
if you can meet someone at a bar, which is just say it's rare. I hate going to a bar.
You going to a bar?
I don't like the
You
loud
hate all
noise.
bars, or
No, I like a nice little speakeasy.
nice little speakeasy? Okay.
Play me a little jazz.
Yeah.
A little quiet rumble of the people.
Man of the people.
Noise is what
Yeah.
I mean. Is my vocabulary amusing to you?
Always, yes, constantly.
A little jazz, dim lighting, a low rumble, not a billion people at the bar going, Moscow Mule. I hate that.
I think
Let me sit in a
some
booth.
places it really depends on when you go. 'Cause some bars, like if you go on a Saturday, fuck that. But
That's
you go
true.
like middle of the week, it's pretty chill. You know?
You're not wrong. You're not
But
wrong. Oh Jesus.
but in general, I think I agree. I'm not a big bar.
Hate bars.
Occasionally.
I had like a group of friends who would love to go to these things and try to like find, their girlfriend
Yeah.
or whatever, and like, good lord, boy,
I
did
can't imagine
hate
trying to
going.
date people from a bar experience. That sounds rough.
Yeah.
Well, thank you
It's
to
so
that.
awkward. It's so. What did you say? Just
Yeah. Trying to talk
screaming
to
in their ear. What's your name?
I think the one, like, similar to what happened with you and Tara, if you go to a bar and you're not there for that, like, let's say you go to a bar because your friend's having a birthday party, and then you happen to meet somebody there,
Yeah.
that I think has probably a better chance of
Yeah.
working out than like intentionally going somewhere with the intent
Oh.
of meeting somebody.
Oh,
Clubs
boy,
are
do I
even worse.
hated the
Yeah.
intentional. And let me tell you,
Boy, do I hate the intent.
I hate intentional scoping out. Oh my god.
No.
Let me tell you what else. Let me tell you one of my biggest things I hated so much.
Tell
But
me your pet peeves, right?
being a wingman. You ever had your friend be like, "Hey man, you gotta be my wingman"?
No, thank God.
You're so lucky. Like I want to go talk to that girl. I need you to be a wingman so you can talk to the other girl. I'm improvisationally like a comedic person, but like I don't want to improv a conversation with someone else about God knows, hey, so what are you doing here? What are you drinking? Like,
What do you do for work?
just kill me now. Just bulldoze my body.
You ever thought about putting a bullet in your own head? Let's get into it.
Hey, can I just leave?
At a certain point, it's like, look, my friend wants to date your friend. Can you just come over here for a second?
Can
let
we
them
just
chat? Man?
Can we? You want to play a game on my phone?
Yeah.
You ever heard of Marvel Snap?
What deck are you using?
Oh my god! I went to a bar on country night. Never want to do it again. See that? But like, yeah, that's true. I was almost gonna say like, a theme might be a funny thing that would facilitate conversation,
Could
but
be good. But again, I think exactly like Crafty said. Like, I think not that you can't find love either temporary or long term by going in with the intent of meeting someone.
Right.
But if you go in with a different intent and that happens along the way,
Right.
it's like you said, you're so much more open as yourself already.
Yeah.
I think it increases the
100%.
chances of finding something that will actually
100%.
click.
Like, it's always the best advice to give, but the hardest to implement. Like, if someone goes to an interview or to a job and you're like, oh, I really want this interview, it's like, first off, delete the idea that you want this job in your mind. Go in there like you're not even gonna get it, and just be
yourself. Yeah.
And that's worked for me to my advantage twice now with the job. Like jobs that I didn't even think I would get, because I was just like, yeah, I don't know how to do that, but I'll figure it out. like that's like an honest answer from me. But like, you're instead of trying to like trying to go, well, I don't really know you're like, no, just you be you, and then they'll hire you because they like you.
It's so that advice applies to so many different things.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
same within like the world of acting too, where like not every time, but like a lot of times, if you go into an audition, even if you're playing a character, if you come in as yourself and they can see who you are as a person, it just shows something different that the other people can't provide.
Right. Yeah.
It's just different.
Plus,
Right.
the other side of that is when you are yourself and you do get the thing, that experience is so much better than you trying really hard to get a thing and then you got it, but then you weren't really you when you got it, and then which means the thing that you got probably really isn't what you want either. And that's how you let the lizard's tail escape from the lizard.
That's not a real phrase. That's not.
First off, the tail doesn't escape from the lizard.
Crafty in the chat, off topic for a few in the chat who will understand. I just made and sold 100 pumpkin puffs for 180.9K. I don't know what that's about, but that's a lot of money. Let's go right there.
Okay. Scratch,
That's what
cheddar,
I call love.
lettuce, bread.
It's a nice little sandwich you're making there.
Also words for money. Number 3.
Money. When did you know they were the one to start a YouTube channel with? Don't ask about the lizard. Kyle.
Kyle,
Kyle.
not on this stream.
Not on the stream.
Not on the stream.
Not on the stream.
Okay. I'm ready. I did the last one, so you go. Okay.
Human fall flat?
I did say human fall flat. I thought you would say No Way Out. No, not No Way Out. Oh, Way Out.
I think Human Fall Flat was what like put the idea in there, was like we should do this, and then looking back at how well A Way Out worked was like what like really solidified that it was a good idea. But I think it was the Human Fall Flat night that was like we gotta do
100%.
something here.
The Human Fall
Absolutely.
Flat night.
Some of you guys were there for that. That was.
I think Kate was there for a long time.
I think Crafty was there for that. That was on your channel. You were streaming.
It was just me at like 2 a.m.
Yeah.
Or
and-
1 a.m. or
Oh my
whatever
god,
the
we
hell.
were losing our. I don't even remember what exactly we said or what happened, but there was something where you were trying to like describe a chimney or a pipe or something, and you were like, you know that thing, whatever, and I was just like, you mean a chimney? And we just fucking lost our minds.
I was like, oh, I was like, look at that thing. It was like a Mario green
Yeah.
pipe. You're like, you mean the chimney? Yeah. That
Oh
gaming
my
session
God.
was one of my fondest gaming memories that I have with someone else.
That's one of the
For
the
sure.
hardest times I've laughed in my life. Did you make a highlight reel of that on your YouTube?
I made 3.
You made 3.
There are 3 highlights of this.
We should
Thing.
watch that.
We should react to that.
We should react to that.
There's 3 episodes, I believe, on my YouTube channel.
Christmas pudding.
Just the insanity of that night was one of the funniest things. It was one of the funniest nights that I was like, that's when I knew like we had like a chemistry, like
Yeah.
a comedy chemistry. And I was like, God damn.
Oh my God,
Probably
this is
saying you
so
as a
long.
viewer.
Oh, you put the whole thing up and then you made 3 separate
Hey, the
highlights as
VOD,
well.
you don't need a VOD. The whole thing's up
VOD
on
is
my
right here.
YouTube. Hey, go watch
Right
it.
here. Right here. Here you go, folks. Here you go. Right
Look
there.
at that. 2 years ago.
2 years.
That's crazy.
2 years.
Yeah, the whole VOD plus 3
Highlights.
highlights are up.
Yeah. And fucking Ranch Sim.
Ranch Sim. Ranch, gosh dang
Ranch Sim came right after that. Yeah. Yeah. That was wild. That is wild. Wow. All right.
That was the Human Fall Flat was the snowball effect of like me and you playing games together is just one of the fucking funniest things that like I've ever done.
Oh, it was perfect.
Comedy chemistry.
Was. Mm. All right.
And here we are.
I got 1 point for guessing you, so we're 1 and 1.
One sucker.
This one is an interesting question here.
Mm-hmm.
Co-op comedy, I need your help.
Oh.
What are some good opening lines to use
Oh.
on dating apps? I've been on the apps for years and still don't have a go-to that's worked well for me. I'm a woman seeking men generally.
Okay. Now this is an interesting one.
Was
Let me
it?
tell you why.
We were just talking about the apps.
We were. And what's interesting is I've heard that you have to have a good, funny opening line because there's such a giant influx of potential partners that flood in these apps that you need a way to ascertain who to give your time to. And this opening line, if it can get you laughing, you're like, okay, I'll give him a chance, right? Because it's not like you don't, because it's funny, right? I don't live in this world, right? I know nothing of this world. So in my head, if you're going to a bar, you're not gonna be like, opening line.
Yeah.
Walk over here, opening line. Walk over here, opening line. Hold on, and see what like who goes, huh? And then you're like, let me talk to you then. But with this app, you can just be like, swipe.
But to that point, is a little bit of a different perspective here because this is a woman reaching out
is,
to a
exactly.
man. I think the women get a much higher influx of
Oh,
stuff.
you're
The
right.
men do not. So if you're reaching out to a man, there still might be some, but not as many. But I do think it still needs to be because, like Kate said in the chat there,
Yeah.
I think I've seen a lot of people online talk about this. They hate when man or woman reaches out and just says, "Hey, like that's your opener.
Yeah.
That's your
Here's
opener."
my opening. You wanna know? He's not even.
If you beat me at pool, you have to.
you gotta smooch me.
Yeah.
This is my opener. And I've never used this. And I'm gonna tell you this right now. I heard this opening line somewhere and I was like, if I ever was in a situation like this would be my opening line. I'd have my phone out. And like I'm kinda like, focused on it or whatever, right? And I'm gonna open my line to you, right? I'm gonna be like, do you know how much a polar bear weighs?
No.
You have to break the ice. Hi, I'm Robert.
Oh my god. And we shake hands and we sign
And
a
we just
business
leave.
contract together.
And then we start our YouTube channel. I was kind of
Um,
quiet. Did you guys hear that?
Did you guys?
I hope you hear that.
Did you all hear that?
I hope you hear that.
Nardi, how you doing? Everyone, they're catching up right
Yeah,
now.
okay.
I can't wait. We're gonna see the reactions come in a minute now, folks. Let's watch the chat.
Let's watch the chat. My wife says,
Oh god. Wow. The reviews are in.
skinny idiot opens up comedy night with a terrible opener. Ah, my wife is sold, everybody.
Let's
My
go.
wife is
Let's
sold.
go.
Marriage intact. Marriage intact. See?
To
You like it?
Kate's point,
Okay.
that's a good one. That's a good one. To Kate's point, I don't think it necessarily has to be funny, but I think it has to be unique and interesting. I think my advice is because I don't think and I think this applies to men and women, but I don't think there is a one size fits all. Like here's a good go-to line. I think the way I always approach it is try to find something specific in their profile and like connect to that, because it means that you read their profile.
It's a good point. It's a good point.
And you're connecting with something that, like, you know, like if they say like I really love movies, like maybe you start talking about a movie or something, and it can be funny, but I don't know.
To that, if it is like movies, maybe your opener line is some sort of interesting movie-related question.
A movie question, maybe a fact, a movie joke, something, you know, I don't know, but you know, something specific to the person.
Yeah. That's a good point. What I like about mine is that it's funny, and then you just move on.
You just move on.
Because it has nothing to do with anything. It's like, how much do they weigh? I don't know. It's enough to break the ice. Hi. And then you just move, hi.
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 Hello.
Hi, you have dog. I like
Tara, how did you know? Did I accidentally reach out to you on a dating? That was my go-to line.
My wife, man.
I didn't know at the time she was on the app.
You have dog. I like dog.
Date?
Said Russian robber. You have dog? I have dog.
I like dog.
Coffee, me and you.
Let me pet dog. That's not euphemism. I like dog. I like your dog. How much the profile speaks to me, like shared interest, how the pictures looks like. Yeah. Because the profile is all you know about them. So, you know, just prove that you're, especially if you're a woman reaching out to a man, asking about something they like. Men love to just fucking talk about their stuff they like.
Yeah.
That's fucking.
I was not on that. What advice do you have for someone new to dating apps?
New to dating apps.
What would I do if I divorced my wife and had to go on dating apps?
Tara, go take care of the baby real quick.
Tara, don't listen to me. What
Don't
I'm
listen to
gonna
this. Don't listen to this.
say. Why use many words? Some small words make sense. Very true.
New to dating apps. I think my advice would be find the right app for you, first of all.
Yeah.
Because
Figure
there
it
are
out.
so many different ones that are geared for different things.
The meta. There's a meta
There
to
is.
this.
Yeah. Because like when I was using dating apps, Tinder was still newer.
Normal.
And I think it's very different now. I would not go for Tinder now. So yeah, I think that's like key.
Yeah. I mean, that's great. Figure out which niche you want to fall into. What vibes with your style.
Yeah.
You trying to bang? Go to Tinder.
Tinder. Trying to bang a robot? Tinder.
Yeah?
Is that where? Hold on.
Sorry, what?
What?
Tinder? Tinder.
There's a lot
I
of
like that
robots
you
on
zoom.
Tinder.
We're supposed to be more like quiet.
No, it's an aside. It's an aside. They can't hear us. If we're right here, they can't hear us. Right? They can't hear
Tinder's where you fuck robots.
us. Yeah, there's like it's mostly bots. Yeah,
I loved doing that in Mass Effect.
that's your favorite thing.
Yeah.
I think we had a. No, that was aliens. We talked about fucking aliens. I don't think you can fuck aliens on Tinder.
You don't forget.
Death aren't real.
That was my thinking and upset face.
How did you meet Calling? Funny story there. We met because I went to high school with our roommate. My roommate went to college with Calling. And then we met. All three of us were looking to move out from our individual places. We all moved in together. And then I remember similar to what we were talking about earlier, because Calling was with somebody at the time. But I remember we were like, we would like hang out all the time just around the house or whatever. And like sometimes like it would be with a friend or sometimes it was just two of us, but we'd like just stay up late chatting and whatever. And it was that thing like we were talking about, because I was like, well, she's with somebody. There's nothing.
Exactly.
So I was just open to just being myself or whatever. But I remember, I have a distinct memory of like one night, pretty early on when we first moved in, of us like, it was like, I don't know, 1 a.m, we're just hanging out, chatting about whatever the fuck. I don't even remember what we were talking about. But I remember sitting there on the couch and like that little, like a little alarm went off, like, uh-oh. oh, there's something here. Uh-oh.
Told you.
But I was like, shut that down, shut it down. She said, we can't, there's nothing, let's put that away for later. But then, they broke up.
Oh.
Oh.
Colin, I wasn't booing you, Colin. I was booing the other.
Yeah, there's not.
No, I wasn't booing her at all. I was
Okay,
booing the guy.
We're booing the guy.
I was booing whoever she's
Yeah.
with.
Yeah.
Because it's not
Yeah.
you.
No.
I'm your friend.
Thank you.
So boo him.
Thank you. Oh, they can hear us.
Hi. Welcome to Quad Comedy.
We're gonna call on
Music
stuff. Yeah, so we met by moving in together, which is at the time seemed very
big step.
truly. It was really rolled the dice there, and we would tell people that, and they would react in one of two ways. They would either be like, "Oh my god, that's so cute," or they'd be like, "Oh, how is that working out for you? Is good?"
Yeah,
You know,
because it's a very different dynamic when you live with the person.
But since we've done that, we've met multiple people that have done the same thing.
Oh.
And yeah, you just like find each other.
Interesting.
But yeah.
Very interesting. Here's a fun fact.
Oh, I love facts.
In the Armenian community, you don't move out with somebody and live with them until you're married.
Huh.
Right? It's a very like traditional.
Seems dangerous.
Very. I don't believe in that. I better live with you and realize I can spend every waking moment with you before I marry you and all this.
I truly think that's one thing that helped me in college. We literally saw each other's dirty laundry. Like, you know, we knew everything about each other. And living in LA where it's hard to get around, we didn't have to like drive an hour to see each other every night, you know, whatever. So it was great.
Yeah, see? Cool. Good advice here all around.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
Let's pat ourselves on the back here, man. We're doing good.
We're doing great. We're doing great.
Kate, don't be silly. Gotta
You get to
test drive
the person. That's a great way of putting it.
All right. What's next over here?
We are barely on question 4.
I know. It's gonna be a long night, bucko.
It's been an hour.
We don't have to get through all these questions. We should get through all of the texted questions.
Yes.
Do we want to do another one of those before?
Go.
Okay. Wait. Go. Which one?
What you just said.
Okay. We'll come back to that.
I love you, buddy.
We gotta get through these because the people are waiting.
Describe the perfect Valentine's Day date. Ooh. Well, for me, of course, you know, there's no objectivity to these answers. They're very subjective, right? So for me, I would like a light lunch of sorts, a quick little something to eat, grab a coffee, and go for a nice stroll. And in this stroll, I would like some place to sit because I can't stroll off for a long time. A bad knees. Because this allows you to, one, be in an environment where you can be with them. Maybe you don't want to talk, you want to eat, you know, you fill your stomach up, you're not hungry, you're not grumpy, you know, you fill up.
Not too full.
You're not too full, it's a light lunch.
Right? Toscana.
Yeah. It allows you to wake up, you know, if it's a 12 o'clock meal. Grab a nice coffee or a tea or whatever. Sip it. You got something to do. So your hands are occupied. You're not just awkward. And you're walking, which, you know, you get to observe things. Everything you observe can be a topic of conversation if you have nothing to pull out and talk about. People watching.
Pro tip for streamers as well.
Yeah. And being outside and walking kind of like get that creative juices going. So just natural. Calm down. So yeah, that's kind of what I would like.
That's good. You really focused on the day part of that.
What do you mean?
With a lunch.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Is that bad?
No.
Am I wrong?
No.
I'm just worried. Why am I worried? It's a preschool.
This is an old man's afternoon.
I am an old man. Let me tell you how bad I want that hat.
You're old man. You want? I have a hat like that.
I love it.
I gotta find it. I don't know what I'm. Anyways, I think for me it's I don't have a like one specific thing. It's more about like doing something with the other person that like is different than your normal routine. Just like highlighting that time together in a special, whether that's going out to eat for a dinner or going to see a movie or going to, whatever it is. It's like just doing something to shake up the routine and making that a unique time together.
Yeah,
Like
that makes sense.
time.
That makes sense.
Whatever that looks like.
I guess I kind of interpreted this, you weren't in a long relationship.
Ooh,
The way I
yeah,
interpreted this was
true,
like you asked
true,
someone to
'cause
be
that's
your
different.
Valentine, and then it was kind of sort of a first datey situation.
Yeah. Okay.
That's kind of how I
now a
interpret
first Valentine's Day. Yeah, that is different. That is different because then I don't know. Yeah, I don't know that I would do like going out to dinner because oh my god, it's so busy. First of all, it's fucking expensive as hell.
I think a first date has to be quite casual. In
Yes,
nature.
very casual.
Yeah.
Somewhere. I like the idea of like walking around somewhere. A lot.
Yeah.
It's good.
First we get some ice cream, then we guest on a podcast outside of a Skechers. Caesar says, it's not bad.
Not too bad. Not too bad. Feed the
not too bad.
pigeons. Dinner at 4. Bed by 7:30.
I'm not even gonna
Got
lie.
you down. He got you down.
That sounds great. Right now, sounds great.
Good. Good.
You know, some people, when they become a dad, they have to adjust. Maybe I slipped into those Skechers and those New Balances real nicely when dadhood came around.
Just a little sneak peek. I don't know what this question is, but later on we'll have a question about it. I just caught a largemouth bass. We'll get to that later.
Stay tuned.
We'll get to that later.
Stay tuned. I'm a guy getting close to it. No? A guy I'm getting
close to.
foreign. I'm sorry, I'm foreign.
It's okay. It's okay.
A guy I'm getting close to online wants me to call him daddy. How do I get past the whole that's weird thought process and switch into that's kind of hot way of thinking? It's very interesting.
That is very interesting.
Very interesting question. Maybe just me? Kind of a weird red flag that someone you just started talking to wants you to call them daddy.
Well, I think it depends on how long you're talking to them, because that could absolutely be a red flag. But if it's somebody that you're starting to get close to, and you're feeling it, that could be fine. I think you should.
You don't.
You don't. Yeah. You don't. I don't like. If you're into that, that's fine. I think if you're not into that, I think it's more of a red flag for yourself. The feeling of a need to be into that. If you're interested in trying something new and different, that's one thing. But if you're like, oh, this is what he wants, so how do I make me like this too? I think that's a dangerous way to go about it.
It's very good. And point of clarification. See, I have to clarify so much because what I think in here it doesn't really come out the way I say here. This is not kink shaming. This is timeline shaming. It's the speed and the point of the relationship in which the call me daddy came about in my head of what's going on here. Yeah. It's not the fact that it's, hey, call me daddy, I'm into it. If you're just getting close to someone online, and I don't know how long is your
Do you want me to call you daddy?
No, father.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's a good point, Father. I think
I'm like a priest.
set up like a co-op confessional.
I like the phrase timeline shaming. Apparently that's what Kang does in the new Quantumania movie.
He's a priest. No.
Timeline shaming, everybody. That's a Marvel joke.
Anyways,
so
I interrupted
that's
you for a joke.
That's the way I interpret it, right? But I like what you said. Like, if you need to convince yourself that this is hot, maybe this is not for you, and you need to tell that to them.
Which that's one thing. But if you are kind of like, I'm not opposed to it. You're not actively opposed to it, and you're open to trying that out.
Yeah.
I think exactly what Tara said.
Yeah.
Be honest with them. I don't think there's any reason to hide that from them. And that can, like, if you are open and honest with them, that can also tell you more about how they communicate and respond, which could be very beneficial information as you progress into whatever this relationship is. But yeah, be honest and try it out if you want, and if you're just not feeling it, be honest about that too. You're like, I don't like that. I'm not calling you that. That's fine, and that should be fine for them. And if it's not fine for them, red flag.
Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy. But here's my call number. Call me daddy. And I will say this. Now that I have a daughter, I never want to be called daddy. I don't want anyone to call me daddy except for my daughter. And I
Change
feel
that
like
word real quick.
And I feel like that's where I'd be curious what Athar thought of this. Because he also has a daughter.
What if he came in and was like, I fucking love her?
I'm like, you know what? Do you, buddy. No king shaming here. I don't care.
No. Timeline shaming.
Timeline shaming.
Yes.
If I just met you, don't ask me to call you daddy.
No.
You're moving too soon.
Too soon.
Too soon. In my opinion.
Yeah.
For some people, they're pedal to the metal. And if that's cool,
I
that's
also
cool.
feel like...
But I feel like they're asking this question because they're
Yeah.
not too comfortable with it.
Yeah.
So that's why I think it's a timeline issue.
Could be. Very much could be. But it seems like they're getting closer to them. So if things are beginning to progress in that way, maybe it's a very casual relationship. That's what they're both looking for. So maybe the things are progressing faster.
Yeah.
But one thing you could try is like start with other sort of similar words. Like instead of daddy, start with baby or pa. Hey, Papa.
Hey, Paul.
Oh, God. Maybe you're doing a Little House on the Prairie roleplay, and Pa is very applicable.
Paul.
Do you think people from that time period, when they had the sex, they were like, "Hey, call
The
me
intercourse?
Pa." Yeah.
No.
No. They were like, "Call me Daddy."
No, not
No.
even. They wouldn't make eye contact.
That's
It's
true.
shameful
That's
in
true.
the eyes of the Lord.
Who is a father? A father. It's the theme of the
Motorcycle
day.
dude.
Motorcycle dude.
Pa.
Okay. Come over here.
Who's their celebrity crush? Woo!
I
Let me tell
can't
you.
wait to see what you think. I also
Who,
have
yours?
no
Oh.
idea what I'm gonna put for you.
Here's another thing. The celebrity crush, there's a timeline to this. So I'm going to go back to my OG one.
Wait a minute. I
The
feel like I
first
remember you
one- the
talking
first
about
one I've
this.
ever-
Oh, can I remember their name though? Can I Google the name? Can I do that?
Sure,
Is
why
that
not?
not cheating? I just need to
If
know
you
the
could,
name.
if you have the picture of their head in your
I
head,
do.
yeah, then go for
I
it.
absolutely do.
But who's
Who is mine?
Ooh, who would Robo like as a celebrity? I don't even know what kind of things you be watching. This is a part of our relationship we need to explore.
This
What kind of media do you consume?
I don't know.
It's Bruce Wayne. Yes.
Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong person.
You know
for
what? It
this.
could be.
I know
God, I don't know what to
a
do.
different answer for this, but I don't think it would count for that.
Who is your celebrity crush?
I'm gonna put one for now. No, I'm gonna put one that has stretched across time. Might get the spelling wrong. What are you into? He asks me that all the time. You have no idea.
I'm just trying to record. What are you into? Okay, this is a shot in the dark because I don't really know.
What if you
But
got it
also-
100% right?
That'd be really funny because I based it off of one thing.
Oh, I can't wait to see. This is gonna be. I'm
You
so
wanna know what
glad
I
we
based
get
it?
this
I'm
question.
going
in
to,
here.
I'm going to ask the flipper, so I'll tell you. I based it off the fact that Colin is British. So my answer is the Queen. Just kidding, it's not.
Oh my god.
I said Emily Blunt.
Okay. Oh my god, Jennifer Aniston. I almost put Jennifer Aniston. I don't know. I didn't put that.
No?
I put Allison Hannigan.
Who the hell is Allison
Okay, I was thinking of the
Hannigan?
wrong person.
Who is
Thinking of
that?
the- That's the best friend from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. She was also in
I've never watched Buffy the Vampire
no,
Slayer.
but she's been in a bunch of stuff. If I showed her face, you would
Show
know.
me
Here.
her face.
She's been in a
Hayden
bunch of-
Panettiere. You have
Hayden
said that.
Panettiere,
In my head, I was like,
baby.
in my head, Robo. In my head, I was like, I know it's a blonde.
We
I
second guessed
know.
her. We second guessed
Did.
ourselves. Rob.
In my
We
head, I was like, I
second-guessed
know it's a
ourselves.
blonde, but I couldn't.
Mm.
I couldn't pinpoint. Show me Allison.
Earlier, I almost said, I was thinking about this question, and I was like, Jennifer Aniston. Allison Hannigan, she's been in a ton of stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
one time in band camp.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And How I Met Your Mother and a whole
Oh
bunch of
yeah,
other
yeah,
stuff.
She's
I
funny.
I had a
She's
mem-
funny.
I must be thinking of somebody else in our community who mentioned her, but I had a memory of you. You know who first popped into my head when we saw this question, but they're not a real celebrity, is fucking what's her face from The Witcher, Yennefer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. All right, let me tell you what. Let me just unbutton one of these, bad boy.
I was like, I can't put that. I can't put that.
We should have changed that to video game crush. Yeah, Yennefer's hot. No two ways about that.
See, you're team Yennefer. I'm team Triss.
What?
I know.
We always say 5%.
5%. Feels like a person is worth a little bit more than 5%, but you know,
You know what?
each their
It's a
own.
running joke.
Mary Elizabeth Winstead? Absolutely. I'm not gonna say no to Mary Elizabeth Winstead. Let's not get crazy.
Who the hell is that?
Scott Pilgrim versus the World. You seen that?
Oh,
Yeah.
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 Blue hair girl?
Yeah. Yeah.
Ramona?
Yeah. She's also been in a bunch of stuff.
Scott Pilgrim, great movie. Doesn't
yeah.
get a lot of credit for what
Excellent
it did back in the day.
Yeah.
Like, if that came out now, it would blow up. And it would get sequels.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But one of those things came out too early.
Calling it over. She's a celebrity now. The character, not the actor. Character from the games.
Mm.
Because it looks very different in the show. Still a very attractive woman that they got to
Who
play.
plays her? Oh, is it the one
know.
from
I don't know her name.
Chuck? Is that who plays her? I don't know. But yeah, Yennefer.
No. Yeah.
Big time team Yennefer.
Richard Gere is great.
Richard
Yeah.
Gere. The one from Pretty Woman?
Yeah.
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 Handsome fella.
The announcer for Penn and Teller?
Yeah, she was the announcer for Penn and Teller.
Who was?
Flu.
Oh, I had no idea about that.
That was a good. I love Penn and Teller. I like those guys.
Learned a whole bunch. Anya, you would
Nope, never mind.
casting.
Nasty.
Team Yennefer, Tara.
Bro.
Smart.
Even my wife isn't team
Let me be
Yennefer.
clear. I'm not gonna say no to Yennefer. Just in the games, I was.
She is so hot.
She is.
Why are you team redhead?
Don't even know her name.
Forgot her name. Triss.
The
Why are
other
you-
one.
Why are you team Triss?
The other one. I don't know. It was. I think for me, it was more the personality. Because I think they're both objectively very attractive. But
I
for
mean,
me, Yennefer just had this like arrogance to her that I was like, shut the
Yeah.
fuck up.
Yeah.
Just shut the fuck up already.
Kate would appreciate this. I'm a fire sign. I'm gonna need somebody to attack me with fire. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Wouldn't that be Triss?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay.
Yennefer has the attitude.
does.
Yennefer would argue with me, and I'll tap into my Armenian blood, argue back, and then we go back and forth, and we make out.
Yeah. Yeah. Trish is very sweet.
Trisha is sweet. She called her Trisha.
Yeah. Whoever Trisha is, they're very kind.
I don't know who Trisha is, but she's great.
So kind. So nice.
We didn't get any points for that. Okay.
No points that round.
I like Triss in the game. I feel like the character didn't get much work. Yeah.
Totally
they
agree. Yeah,
really-
Triss in the
because
show?
They went so hard on the Yennefer thing because is that canon, I guess?
I think so. Yeah.
Robert is the biggest Aries I know.
I would have to agree with you based on nothing at all.
Yeah. Me too.
Another one of these.
But remember, he's a water moon sign. I'll remember that, Kate. I don't know what it means, but I'll remember it. You doing this? Or am I doing this?
Whichever.
First time watcher, first time texter. Is there anyone out there that just ruins the mood for you? Because that's what you guys do for me.
Should we just end
I
the
don't
stream
know.
here? Should we
I'm
just-
hurt.
I'm a little
I'm also
like they
Mhm.
like we're doing this whole we put on this whole
I'm-
thing.
I try so
the
hard,
music.
Robo. I try
We-
so hard.
We try so hard.
We try so hard. You
We
did.
try.
You put all these overlays
It's like a
together,
filter.
and this asshole.
It says we're ruining the mood. We
Why do you-
spark the
Let
mood.
me ask. He playing co-op comedy when he's trying to get in the mood. Trying to have sex.
I mean,
and
like
co-op
we
comedy
do
on.
that, but that's different.
That's different. I turned myself on, so I
Yeah,
have to put it on
because you're a
co-op
fire
comedy.
sign. Yeah,
I'm a
I get
fire
it.
sign.
I know, I get it. But okay, let's just focus on the other part of the house. Let's focus on that.
Hey, thank you for your question. You know, if we just ruin the mood, it's simply just turn it off.
Yeah, there's like a little
There's so
X.
many things you can do. Watch Mr. Beast.
We said we were gonna focus on the other part of the question.
You're right.
You're right.
Which,
Anyone out there that ruins the mood for you, Robert?
this question. I mean, ruins the mood for me. I don't really like. I don't know. When I'm in the mood, I don't think. You know what? A baby crying.
Fair. That would ruin it for me.
Yep.
I'd be like, where the fuck did that baby come from?
Why is there a baby in my apartment?
First question.
Yeah, there you go. I mean,
I don't have them. I don't know.
basically it.
Because if I'm in the mood with somebody else, you know, maybe you can relate to this.
Tell me.
Maybe.
Oh yeah, I'll relate.
But
Easily. I'll relate.
anyone's parents being around.
Oh, yeah.
But like, have you ever been on a vacation with like family and stuff, and you're like, oh yeah, oh hi, you know?
Yeah.
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 That could be a
mood
dampener.
ruiner, for sure. For sure. About it.
This is it, yeah, because usually if I'm in the mood
I'm
with
in-
a partner, there's nobody else around
Yeah.
to ruin
Yeah.
it.
I don't have TV on.
No.
I don't have a YouTube sensational comedy show
Yeah.
on the background.
Who's only 2 subs away from 2,000?
Tell your friends, get us to 2 subs. I could whoa. I get closer, I can hear
It's
things.
because it comes.
Oh, I like that.
Don't worry about it.
Robert Highwind likes that.
I'm sorry, it's 1 sub away from 2,000?
We're at 1,999 subs, and if you had a great time tonight and these questions and these answers have been to your satisfaction, please let us know by hitting the sub button. Put a lot of gel in there. Do you feel that?
I do feel that. Your hair feels like what my hair used to feel like.
Insane
So
right now.
lit.
You can just tell by the back of my forehead.
All
right.
All right. So many questions.
Tons.
Who sent this?
Number
Who did
1.
this?
What is your go-to love-making song?
This is kind of inherently a 2-part question
Oh.
because it's also kind of asking, do you
you?
play music?
Do you?
Because some people is a no. Some people are like, oh, yeah, fucking put that
Yeah.
music on. You know?
Go ahead.
I
Cheers,
feel
buddy,
like
cheers. Oh, we already got that over here.
I feel like I personally don't have a go-to song.
Right.
I feel like music can really depend. Sometimes it's fine. Sometimes it's more of a distraction
Oh yeah.
than anything. Especially if you have it on shuffle. It's totally weird because you're like, hold on a second, let me turn this off. But I definitely don't have a go-to.
Yeah.
I feel like there are songs that might help get you to that point, but I don't know.
Yeah, kind of on the same boat. Not much of a let's play music while we shebang. The best album ever, Space. Can you imagine? I feel like the character of Robert Highwind is the type of person who would play Space Cowboy while he's making love. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like the persona and the vibe I give off. But yeah, not much of a music person. I think having the music playing when you have if you're gonna do like a romantic dinner that you expect, and then with your partner is gonna eventually lead to like kissing on the couch and yada doodly yada yada. You could leave that playing, but like some people are like, bunk, and then it goes wah 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 wah, and they're like, yeah, Marvin Gaye's played. I'm about to get it off. No, to me, music is like if I'm listening to music, I'm paying attention to the music. Really, I'm not. It's not like background noise to me, because especially if there's lyrics.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep,
Like,
yep,
if there's
yep.
lyrics playing, like, forget about it. I'm too distracted. I'm listening to the lyrics. It's either silence and or some maybe an instrumental, like just play like really low jazz,
Like
or
bagpipes. Oh yeah, jazz.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, because like I said, it can be more distracting. Unless you're like, I don't know, already drunk or something.
Yeah.
And then it's just like you're not.
Yeah,
know,
yeah, of course. But yeah, personally, no. I don't really care much for music. I use music as like a comedy thing.
Oh, absolutely.
Like I'll be like a lot of times I like I have an idea in my head to make Tara laugh. I'll be in my boxers on the bed, and my phone is ready to press play on the Marvin Gaye song. And so she would walk in, and I immediately would play like wow wow wow, and then we'd have a good laugh about it, and then I just put my pants on and move on.
And put your pants on.
I put my pants on and move on.
It's never once led to a sexual encounter.
It's not supposed to, because to me it's like I just think this is fun. Like if I'm changing to some other clothes and I'm like, hold up.
Take
Hold
advantage
up,
of the
idea.
opportunity. Yeah.
Wow, wow, wow.
The music we're playing right now is sex music, 100%.
Yeah.
We're actually having sex under the.
You
where
don't
the
you don't know
camera
where
can
this
see
hand
it.
is?
No.
You don't know.
Anytime you don't see our hands, hand check. Where's Robert's hands? I don't know.
So yeah. Next question is from the same person. A plethora of questions.
So many questions.
SAT word. What do you think makes your relationship special?
That's a good question.
I think my relationship with Tara
It's
is
standing
special.
on the bed and playing Marvin Gaye in your boxers.
Why? I'm not standing. Laying.
Oh, the little like.
Like my amiibo was, or not amiibo, my Nintendo character in the when you add someone and then they're like,
Yeah,
that's
perfect.
me.
Perfect.
It's literally.
Yeah.
I think me and Tara's relationship is special because of our humor. A real honest question.
Same thing.
Real honest
About me
answer.
and calling October.
I think our humor really clicks to a level that I find it hard to believe would click with another person.
I think like one of the I don't even know the right way to say what I'm thinking, but like there's times when me and Colin October will be in bed, we're trying to just get ready for sleep or whatever and just go to sleep, and we'll just be on our phones and we just start laughing. And it's about the stupidest
Love
things. It doesn't even it will not make any sense to any other person on the planet, but to the two of you, it is the funniest thing you've ever heard in your life. And then you're up for like another hour just giggling about nothing. And it's that just all the time.
Yeah.
Oh man. Good time.
100%. 100% the humor is just so like people see me on stream. I'm the forward-facing face of the Highwind brand. Oh boy, people don't know what Tara's got.
Having hung out with the both of you, Tara's fucking funny.
Yeah. Like I've said that if I could go back in time, knowing what I know now, I would probably want to start a couples channel. Just because I think it'd be that
great.
much better.
It'd be great.
Having Tara's sense of humor. He also can get quite unhinged.
I've
And
seen it
that-
happen. Seen it.
I like that. I like that.
Can you hold on.
Sleep, sure.
One moment. Robin's going to share a little piece of Highwind lore.
So, early in our relationship,
Tara is the funny one.
Tara is so much fun.
So funny.
I'm funny in the sense that like I try to be funny, and also like I don't try to be funny, and also I just like jokes on jokes on jokes. And,
We're doing it as a career.
Yeah.
Tara has no stake in the game,
effortless.
so
It's effortlessly like the things she says sometimes like I would not think of.
that's how I feel about calling October too. Like,
Babe, I'm gonna do one of those things I wrote down.
a little snippet
I
from
gotta
their
find
past.
it. I gotta find it. Oh, here we go.
And Robo getting kajiked out. That's rude.
So Tara's weird sense of humor is like especially on display when she's tired. Oh my God, you're not even gonna-
I asked him.
He asked me and I said yeah.
So
But now I'm essentially asking you as I'm trying to find it. Can I do one? Can I just do one?
yeah, go.
Yeah, see, you know, I know. You're so stupid. Like the things that come out of her head is just so funny to me because it's just like I don't know, it's just so funny. Anyway, So when we would hang out and it'd be like late night, she'd be tired. She's like kind of drifting in and out of sleep, and she would just say things. But like I would have to tell her in the morning what she said because she doesn't realize she said it. So like, okay, which one do I do? Which one do I do? Okay, so where's that one? Gosh dang it, where is it? Is it on some other one?
Let me read one with
Okay,
no context.
Here's the OG one. Here's the OG one.
OG.
This is the first one that she said, and I died laughing. And this one started the whole thing where I'm gonna start saving these like quotes. Sometimes I'd record her without her knowing, and then play it back in the morning, and we would just be dying laughing. So this is like after maybe like year 2, 3, whatever. We're like laying on the bed watching like a show. She's like falling asleep or whatever, and she would just say things, right? And she says this one-liner that is both like beautiful, thought-provoking, and hilariously stupid at the same time. She says, "A chicken is someone else's self."
What does that mean?
Think about it. Like, think about that, right? Right now we have our self, right? Like, point of view, first person, right? Me, this is myself. You're yourself. A chicken is someone else's self. What the fuck? I'm not trying to hear that. At 2 a.m. in the morning, this existential idea that a chicken is someone else's self. Like they're their own being. I stand by it. It's like, philosophers, that have these thoughts. That is one of these thoughts. It's one of the
is a philosopher.
It's one of the greatest lines that I've ever held, that I've ever heard in my entire life.
Oh my god.
And then randomly, I mean, I'm waiting to understand. I'm getting
Don't worry. We'll hit.
And then at one point, out of nowhere, she says a haiku, and it is 575. I don't know how she did this in the state that she was. She says a haiku, and she says, "I speak in haikus solely for the art of it. Let me be, damn it."
Let her be.
No one was saying anything. We were watching a show. No one was saying anything. She was like, so like, it's one of the funniest things in my entire life. How is it 575 when you're like half asleep?
It came from the heart, man. It came from God. That was an act. It was a miracle.
She pulled that from the Lord. She pulled that from Motorcycle Dude 431.
A chicken is someone else.
Oh, let me be, damn it. Who's stopping you?
Oh,
There's
so
layers
good.
to the joke
So
that make it
good.
funny.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
there's so many layers.
Woo!
Okay.
Okay.
God, it just kills me every time.
I wasn't high.
Yeah, she was not high.
No?
She doesn't need to be high. She just needs
No.
to be tired.
Yeah. Okay. Next question from the same person.
This unhinged individual.
If you were buying/picking up food, do you have
You
to
didn't go
get
with the third
something?
one?
Oh, I will?
No, up one more.
Oh, sorry. Skip that on accident. Okay. Going back. Ignore that one. Motion of the ocean versus size of the slide. There's no question mark. It's just kind of a statement.
Discuss.
I'm just gonna throw this out there. Do with it what
Motion
you will.
of the ocean or the size of the slide?
Size of the slide.
Is size of the slide a saying? I've never heard of this.
I've never heard that in my
But it's
life.
great.
Because usually it's like motion of the ocean, size of the boat. Size of the
That makes sense.
slide
Size,
feels like a
SMS.
different organ. Has access to 100% of brain. That's fine. She's accessing the haiku part.
Motion of the ocean or the size of the slide?
Size of the
Okay.
slide.
I mean, I have an answer.
Please. Please help the rest of us.
I wish I had just a button to click and it pops up that one commercial. Why not both?
Why not both?
I will say that there's a lot more. I think if it was like a percentage, right?
Mhm.
I don't think one wins 100% of the time. Bigger. You need big slide, wide slide. I think it's like 60-40 in favor of the motion of the ocean. And I'll explain why.
I would even argue. I agree, but I would actually argue maybe even 70-30.
Whoa!
Maybe.
Oh.
Maybe.
We'll meet in the middle,
Maybe.
65.
Tiny penis.
But I have a huge one, and I still say that. And I think, and I'll explain why. And feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. This is again
You're wrong.
just my assumptions and theories, right? I'm a man of thinking.
Co-op comedy. Assumptions and theories.
Comedy? No, assumptions and theories.
Assumptions and theories. The Robert Highwind story.
I think it's because, you know how they say like, oh, women like a lot more foreplay, right? That's like a tropey type. They're all really like tropes. You know, some women might not want it, but you know, I feel like more women are more into foreplay and sensual things and feelings, and I think the motion of the ocean has a lot to do with it. Whereas you can't just show up with your big dick and expect a woman to enjoy that.
No.
You enjoy that because you got a big dick, and you're just gonna be like, jizzing. You know?
I say that every time.
Yeah, that's my
100%.
O face. Jizzing.
The person, that's my catchphrase.
I'm gonna break.
Just
Because I feel like men in general are probably less so, and so the stupid male mind thinks, well, if I just show up, if I just put it in, you're gonna get it.
You're good.
I'm gonna get it. You're gonna get it.
You get it?
You got it.
All right. Good day.
All right.
Business adjourned.
So that's why I think there's a lot to do with the motion of the ocean.
Absolutely.
It's the movements, sensual nature
It's
of
it's
the
a
pleasure
lot
making.
of stuff that doesn't have to do
Yeah,
with the penis at all.
it's making love. It's not doing love.
You're building,
Building love.
not just having a big love.
Yeah, don't have. What? It's like, what good is your big tool if you don't know how to use it?
Yeah.
Right? I can have the
Exactly.
biggest hammer in the world, but if I can't hit the nail on the head, the euphemism for it's the G spot. If you can't,
Do you know where that is?
we're gonna get banned on YouTube.
Oh.
What was I saying? If you have a big
Nail
hammer,
on the head.
If you have, it doesn't matter how big your hammer is. If you can't hit the nail on the head, it's useless. And even with the smallest hammer, you can hit the nail on the head.
Your head
Get it
out
through
of
your
my
big
way.
skull.
Get your hammer away from me. So he knows. There's a reason we're giving advice today, right? No,
I'm a man who knows things.
no one.
Assumptions and theories. Nothing I say is tested. Assumptions and theories. That's our company name. Assumptions and Theories LLC.
I'm gonna put that on your tombstone. Robert Highwind, a man of assumptions and theories.
My kids in my eulogy will be like, well, you know, you had assumptions, you had theories. Good dad.
Yeah, I agree. Because I have spoken to women that have slept with men with noteworthy.
How big?
Give
Give an inch.
I don't know if
4
they
feet.
knew. 4 feet.
just rolls like a giant scroll from the medieval times.
I don't know. I feel like 9 to 11 inches.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
And you know what they said is at a
horse.
certain point it's like there's not enough blood in the body
Yeah.
to make it do what it's supposed to do, you know?
Yeah. There is a such thing as too big.
Yeah, there absolutely is. And not just in terms of like size and compatibility, but you know, maybe you get one good encounter out of it and then you're out of blood. I don't know what else to tell you.
You ain't got no more blood.
Yeah.
Just one arm is just numb because of all the blood having to go.
It's okay. It's don't worry. It's supposed to do this. Yeah, because I think, you know, what I was saying earlier is it's like there's the size, the motion of the ocean is not just related to the actual sex. It's like all the stuff around it as well.
Yeah. I think, if I may,
You may.
flip the analogy for a second, right? Because a lot of times when we talk about these analogies,
The motion of the slide or the size of the ocean.
wrong. You got it all wrong. Because most of the time when we
Should've
talk about
spit
this,
take.
right, when this argument comes up, it's a very general, not general, what's the word? Tropey? I keep using tropey. It's the only one. It's a very tropey argument, right?
Trophy.
Is it a big dick or the way you do use it, right? It's like a thing people always ask, right? But if we were to flip it and talk about how if, like, let's say you get a handy, right? The size of the slide could be how vigorous do you want, but the motion of the ocean could be, you know, it's just gentle but like a good stroke. You know what I'm saying? So it could go both ways. That's all I'm trying to get at. It goes both ways.
Tell me about that. Anything.
All I'm saying is, just like a man shouldn't just, or anyone, right? Any one partner can't just approach with what is, like, stereotypically considered the thing to have in this relationship or whatever, whether it's giant penis or the tightest vagine. I can't get
It's coming from you.
or whatever it may be. It's not always about that. No, a lot of it to really have a good one, a good orgasm, orgasm. It's a lot of it has to do with the emotion of the ocean.
Yeah. And to that same point, sometimes it's not even about the orgasm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which goes into the emotion of the ocean.
Yeah. Sometimes you do it. I don't know.
Sometimes it's just jacking.
Sometimes you're just jagging.
Sometimes
Yeah.
you're jagging.
When I'm jagging, I'm not going. Bah, 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 bah.
That's exactly how I jag. That's it. That's the noise. That's
Okay.
the noise.
Next question.
What's their favorite movie?
What is their favorite movie?
God.
Okay. Wow. You know what's interesting about this? I don't know the answer, what your favorite movie is, but it's like we're learning about it.
Mm-hmm.
You know? You guys got a good shoulder.
Motion of the ocean.
Motion of... Bah, 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 bah. Okay. Your favorite movie. What do I know about you? Is it a comedy?
Or favorite.
Is it a comedy?
Do you already have your favorite movie written down?
Oh, no.
But you have your answer.
Shit, what is my favorite? Oh, yeah. Dessert's favorite movie. Did you write yours?
No. I'm trying to think of mine.
Trey doesn't even know his favorite movie.
I don't. I could name movies,
hey,
but
chat, put your favorite movie. I
Yeah,
would love
put
to
your-
know this
yeah.
information.
this is one of those times where somebody's like, "What's your favorite movie?" You're like,
Yeah. See, this is why favorites and stuff, you should write them down. Keep a list. Keep a list of all
you
your
have a
favorite
list
things.
of all your favorites.
I think so. Don't call me out of my advice. Oh. I wrote down my answer for what I think your favorite movie is, and if you write something different, I'm gonna appeal to the courts. You heard me.
Okay. Shrek 2. Yeah, it's hard having one
Adrian.
favorite. It's hard having one.
Don't lie.
It's so hard having one.
Comfort movie is
It's,
Hereditary.
it's a lie.
Holy
That's a lie.
Jesus.
Absolutely not.
That's crazy. I don't have just one favorite. I mean, give me a couple of your favorites. I haven't watched a movie in a while. I haven't watched a movie since Aria was born.
Really?
Yeah.
Been
No.
like a week.
What's the joke there?
How long are you?
Oh, been in a lot. Boy, if I'm this tired after 1 week.
Crafty, do you like Disney?
Perfect, you could have just said Disney. Disney. What kind of movies you like? Disney.
I'm gonna rate 2.
Okay. I'll be curious to know what you're saying.
Do you? I will laugh so much if you get it wrong.
Who's flipping? Am I flipping? This is number
Either
5.
way.
Woo!
Okay.
Ready?
I'm ready.
My favorite movie is Rocky. Robo's favorite movie is Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy was up. I put Batman any for you.
Number 2. My favorite movie number 2. My favorite movie number 2. My second favorite movie. My second favorite movie is Batman Begins.
I don't know you liked Rocky that much that it's your favorite,
It's my favorite movie.
more than Batman.
Yeah. Because it hit me.
Damn.
It hit me right here. Batman doesn't hit me in the heart. Rocky hit me in the heart. I connected with Rocky.
Wow.
You know, there's that saying he says, because you know how he gets with like Adrian.
I've never seen.
You've never seen Rocky?
No.
Let's do a watch along together.
Good movies.
Literally won Best Picture.
A lot of movies have won Best Picture. That doesn't
Means something.
Good movie.
Something. Come on. You never watched it?
No, I've never watched it.
You know anything about it?
I know he runs up the stairs and he hits people.
Sure does.
Rocky.
But here's a little known fact. Here's the thing. Where's the Prestige? Ooh, Hill Dragon. I love the Prestige. Prestige is in my top 5.
I love the first.
Prestige is in my top 5. I think right now, if I was to say, maybe number 3. I love the Prestige. Did you watch the Prestige?
I've never seen the Prestige. We have very different tastes in movies.
You should watch the Prestige. Literally one Best Picture. Here's the thing. Rocky, on the surface that everyone thinks of Rocky is, oh yeah, boxing guy boxes, whatever, right?
Yeah.
There is a beautiful love story
He
underneath
falls in
that.
love with boxing.
Remember he goes, I did it. What?
No, I haven't seen the movie. Why would I remember that?
I hate you. I hate you. There's like this beautiful love story that I really connected with. Not only that,
As
there's,
a
like,
boxer.
As a boxer. I did box. I ever told you that? I
No,
have a
you were a
record.
boxer?
Yeah.
You have a record for boxing?
Uh-huh.
What, like most hits in a minute? Or
No,
like
no,
what we're
not like
talking-
a record like that, like a 5-0 or whatever record. I'm 4-3. Not great. I don't know. Like
You don't have a record. You're not a boxer. You don't do sports.
But there's a beautiful love story underneath. And let me tell you, one of my favorite lines. And this is the quote. Like if someone's like, "Hey, you have a relationship quote or whatever," right? I always go to this quote from Rocky. And I'll be honest, I don't know if it's from Rocky 1 or Rocky 2, but let me tell you this quote. Someone's like,
Favorite
"What do you
movie.
see in her? She's like a dope or whatever," right? She's like, I think it's Paulie, the brother of the sister, is like, "What do you see in my sister? Like she's a loser, you know, because she's like shy, works at a pet shop or whatever, right?" And he falls in and like likes her. What did you hit?
I turned the
What joke did you hit?
question.
Oh, okay.
There's no joke coming.
So he's like, "What do you see? What do you see?" And he goes, he thinks about it, he's like, Like, she fills gaps. Gaps. She got gaps. Together we fill gaps. Damn. Ain't that a goddamn relationship that I want to be? Because we all have gaps, right? We're all flawed human beings. But when you find that person that fills your gaps and you fill theirs, it literally completes you. How good is that line? What best picture?
I love it. Tiff, how you doing?
What up, Tiff?
To agree to once a month watch along Discord to get through this top 5. Point for Robert.
Woohoo! 2 points. 5 questions, 2 points, 1 point.
You have a record.
I have a record.
Oh wait, no, there's another question here. Okay. If you were buying/picking up food, do you have to get something for your significant other?
You have to ask.
You have to ask.
You have to ask.
Yeah.
Unless you can deduce that they for sure will want one. Or you can deduce that they literally like 5 minutes ago said, oh, I'm at a restaurant, I'm already eating.
Yeah.
Then, I mean, your fair game to just be like, all right, well, then obviously you don't want something. But I will say it's always nice to ask.
It is always
Because
nice
what if they're like, oh yeah, but by the time I come home, maybe I want some fries from this one place or whatever.
Exactly.
You always gotta ask. What do I do every time you come over? I literally offer you nuts and other crap 3 times, and I choke you
3?
3 to 5 times.
3 to 40 times.
It's the love language or whatever. It's like
Force feeding, yeah.
Force feeding,
That's
yeah.
one of the 5.
Armenians are really big on
Yeah.
hospitality, so
Yeah.
it's like you always are like pushing food. The amount of times, even now, my aunt will be like, "Fill Tara's plate, fill it." Just, I'm like, she doesn't want it. I asked her, she said no. She's like, yeah, because she's shy. Just put, like, you just gotta put the food on the plate. It's bless you.
Bless you.
It's aggressive hospitality is what I like to call it. Armenians aggressively
Hospitable.
hospitable.
Sorry,
Sorry, that was
hospitals.
hard.
Getting me.
I love the physicality.
Wait a minute, we have a voicemail that we never.
You're right. It's
Wait.
from motorcycle dude
dude.
431.
Whoever this was. Here, let's turn this.
Let's get to it.
Hey, Co-op Comedy. Longtime fan, first-time caller. I'm taking my lady out for Valentine's this weekend to a dinner and a movie. And I was wondering what movie you think we should see that's most likely to get us laid.
Oh.
Yeah, that's an interesting. I'll read that again just in case. Couldn't hear it. Hey, Co-op Comedy, longtime fan, first-time caller. I'm taking my lady out for Valentine's this weekend to a dinner and a movie. And I was wondering what movie you think we should see that's most likely to get us laid. Now, that question could go in 2 parts. Is it which movie should we see that will make us want to sleep with each other? Or which movie is most likely to find another party for us to sleep with as a group?
Oh.
Because he said to get us laid.
Right.
So it could go. What movie do you think is the most swinger movie?
Orgy movie?
Yeah.
Ant-Man.
Ant-Man.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a very good point.
A lot of characters in Marvel movies.
Yeah.
A lot of hot, good-looking characters in Marvel movies. Kang? Good-looking dude.
Kang, more like dang. There it is. You're gonna leave me hanging. It's too much. It's too much. It's too many. They won't think it's real. You see a ghost?
Free. All right, here's the movies that are coming out. Let me tell you, one of them is clearly the answer. Ant-Man and the Wasp. Yeah. Creed 3 is coming soon.
Okay.
Cocaine Bear. Magic Mike's Last Dance. There's your answer.
Obviously, it's Cocaine Bear.
Oh.
Oh. Oh.
Cocaine Bear or Magic Mike. There you go.
Those are the only 2 options. The only 2 movies.
Bro, that's a trick.
I don't know. If you were on a first date, and you were taking somebody to this date, and you were like, I want to sleep with this person after. What kind of movie are you trying to see with them?
It's got to be a romantic comedy, right?
Gotta be a romantic comedy.
It has to be.
Or something with like, but you could aim for something that has like, oh, I've heard this movie has really good sex scenes, but it can't be a sad movie. You gotta be really careful with the genre of what movie that's going into, because there's some movies that are really fucking sad that also have good sex scenes in them.
I would love to know the statistics of the percentage of couples or dates or whatever they may be who had sex immediately after watching any of the Shades of Grey movies.
Oh.
Because those are very sexy scenes, right?
Yeah.
Extremely sexy scenes. Introducing a genre of sex. Is that what you call BDSM or whatever that thing was? Submission.
I'll allow it. I'll allow
A
it.
genre? Is that a
Yeah.
word? Sure. Genre of sex.
It is a word.
To a slew of people, right?
Slew is another word.
Use words. So I'd like to know the percentage. Is it high or is it low? Because it's a little too much. A little too. Here's the thing. It's a little too obvious, right?
Too obvious.
If you go on a date with someone for the first day, like watch 50 First Dates, or not 50 First Dates, 50 Shades of Grey. Maybe a little too obvious.
It is also, many people have said, a very inaccurate portrayal of that sort of lifestyle.
Movies are just so inaccurate. That's not what
Ant-Man is
Quantum
totally,
Realm
yeah.
looks like.
Oh my god.
Stop.
Honestly, weirdly enough, a better kink movie.
Yeah. Get small. Do you think he can enlarge it and small in parts of the body?
I don't think so, because he has to pull suit. And also, I feel like you could argue maybe he just puts a leg in, but then that's gotta fuck with your body somehow. It can't be good when it probably, cuts your leg off.
Yeah.
Imagine if you had, when he's like real big, if your leg was that big, but the rest of you was that tall. That can't be good. There's not enough blood in the body, as we discovered. Hello. What's going on over here?
What is this? Are we on a date?
First class.
I mean, you can't.
First class service right here.
Where are we
Oh
from?
my god.
I don't know.
Pound
Gotta find
Town.
out.
Pound Town. Let's go.
I might get up tonight.
Sorry, I've already taken off.
Huh?
Nothing sexier
The
than
music
eating.
stopped right when we had the show. Huh? How do you feel about how do you feel how do you feel about gum on plate?
That's
Yeah,
fine.
okay.
No, I
Cool?
don't care about that. I'm not eating your gum.
Hey man, I don't know what people are taking. I don't know. I don't want to
I'll
yuck.
take a little. Oh no,
That scared me. I thought a ghost flew. What is this again?
chicken samosa.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Link it. Sink it.
Hot.
Wow. Oh, hot.
Oh, hot.
Oh, hot.
They're hot. They're so
Oh,
hot. Wow.
Oh, hot. Pretty good.
It's delicious.
Ooh, a little spicy. Ooh, I
Yeah,
like
just
that.
a little.
Oh, Daddy like that.
Trader Joe's.
Trader Joe's?
Frozen section.
No. Trader Joe's, man. Sometimes real good, sometimes real bad.
Hot.
Sometimes it's so good, and sometimes it's a shit. I'll put that right there. You didn't eat it immediately. Yes.
No, we did.
So yeah. Magic Mike and or Cocaine Bear.
Those are the
You heard it here
right
first.
now. If you're going right now,
Right now,
those are your
those are
bets.
the best.
There
bets.
it is.
Besides that, who knows? But you're coming in just for Robert.
Just for
Scary.
Robert. And it's scary. We're gonna find out what that is in just 1 minute. First, we're gonna do one of these. Your favorite junk food? Junk food. Also, kind of gets into what do you define as junk food, but
I'm done.
you know both options.
Yep. I mean, I'm guessing,
Yeah.
but educated guess some might say.
Okay.
All right, you
Okay.
have to flip this thing.
All right. an undefined, maybe this is cheating,
undefined
but
genre.
spicy chips of some sort for you. I said hot Cheetos for me.
The
Pizza.
burger.
Oh, okay. See, we went in a little bit of a different direction here.
You really went
Okay.
snacky.
I went for
I went
snacky.
mealy.
Yeah, because when I think of junk food, I do think of snacks,
Oh.
but that could be defined as junk food as well. Could be. And yeah, I love a fucking good burger. Good burger. Oh my god.
Let me tell you what I like about this jacket right here. I feel like a noir dude.
Yeah.
I feel there's a noir quality to it.
Yeah.
Boy, let me tell you, do I love noir.
Love noir.
One of my
Love
top
noir.
5 movies from me.
Noir.
One of them, Casablanca.
Never seen that either.
Love Casablanca. And I feel like it's something that people don't really know about me. I don't know Robert Highwind to be a old-timey love story kind of guy. Next question.
Come over here. We got more questions here.
Yeah. Let's get to 10. Let's get to 10.
Ice
Rapid
cream
fire.
flavor do they love the most?
And I think we vehemently disagree on this. No, wait. Casablanca in top 5? Yeah. There are certain movies that are so, like, kind of defining. This sounds really cheesy to say, and I kind of hate saying it's like, oh, this really changed me. This really defines who I am. You know, I hate that kind of shit. But it's like you gave it a shot. You gave something outside what you think that you like a shot, and then you're like, oh my god, I like this, and then you dive more into it, and you're like, yeah, this is me. This clicks with me. And so Casablanca was that. It introduced me to like that noir style type. I always like knew I liked it. Like every time I saw something that was sort of noirish, I was like, yeah, like I'm vibing with this. What is this? I don't get it. Like I didn't know the term synthwave.
Is Casablanca synthwave?
No. This
It'd
is
be,
a
I think
tangent,
it'd be improved
tangent.
if it
Yeah.
was.
What's
What's up, Josh?
What up, Josh? Like I never knew what synthwave was because I never seeked out that type of music. And then one day, for some reason, I was
Well,
like,
you were watching Casablanca.
probably. I was like,
No.
I was telling my cousin, I'm like, yo, what is this? Like, what is this like type of music I'm looking for? He's like, I don't know, try synthwave. And I tried it, and I was like, fuck, this is it. So
Now
then,
he's making his own album.
so yeah, ready?
Yeah, this is ice cream flavor.
Vanilla. Oh, you said cookie dough. I was gonna go with that. but
Almost
then I
said vanilla, and then I remembered cookie dough, and I said, fuck vanilla. Rocky Road. I said
I like
chocolate.
vanilla the most, and I thought you liked Rocky Road. I feel like I don't know why I had this vision. I
Oh,
was good.
you thought I liked Rocky?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
said vanilla. Oh,
I'm vanilla. I'm vanilla.
I almost put that for you.
Vanilla?
I almost
Yeah.
put that for you.
I'm a vanilla guy.
There's nothing wrong with a good vanilla ice cream. Oh boy.
Let me tell you why I like vanilla is because I like to put my own things in my ice cream.
Yeah.
Like
Start with a good simple base and build
I
around
just
that.
love that like creaminess of a vanilla, like an ice cream sandwich. The best ice cream sandwich is vanilla, but it has like that little bit of cookie in it, right?
Mhm.
And if I want a little bit of cookie in it, I'll sprinkle whatever cookie I want in it. You know?
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
And I thought you liked Rocky Road because I feel like we had this conversation when you said Rocky Road, and I was like, ew, I hate Rocky Road.
No, I don't mind Rocky Road, but I never seek it out. Like if that's the only
okay.
option, I'm like, I'll have some Rocky
So it's
Road.
just one
But
of
like
these
it's
fake
fine.
memories I got.
Yeah. We don't know each other at all.
We just make things up.
Make things up. Let's do one more over here.
Is
A lot of food
Let's
options
go,
right
Josh.
here.
What is their favorite candy bar? Ooh.
That was fantastic. Ooh, favorite candy bar.
Now, I have a question.
Let's get into it. That's what tonight's all about.
Candy bar, are we talking like strictly like the candy bars that we interpret to be candy bars as candy bars? Like this isn't like, oh, this is a candy bar that's a candy bar in like
Sure.
yeah, just
U.S.
classic.
based things that
classic-
we probably grew
okay.
up with here. I will also say that does not necessarily mean that it has to be a physical bar.
What do do you mean?
Because
Explain.
I think
Explain.
now this does say specify candy bar, so if we want to limit it to bars, that's fine. But like I was thinking of general candy, like
Like a
M&Ms
Twix?
or
Oh, sorry, like,
Reese's, which
Oh,
are
like
peanut
it's a
butter cups
cup,
as
it's
opposed to
not a
bars,
bar.
right? So are we strictly going with bar? 'Cause
I
that's
would-
been the question.
Here's what I would say.
Yeah.
A Reese's cup counts, but Skittles do not.
So M&Ms also do not. That's a question. That's a question. Or were you saying they
Yeah,
do?
I'm trying to think. How about this? How about this? You know what? Yeah.
Chat says M&M
M&M
should count.
should count Hill Dragon. Ooh.
Reese's is a candy bar. Kate agrees. Consider it anything at the checkout counter. Yeah. It's a good option.
But here's a good test. I love this because in law, you have tests to see
I
whether or
love
not
tests, yeah.
something is something, right? If something is murder, it has to have these like five
These
elements.
specific criteria. Yeah. Okay, let's define the laws of candy bar.
Yeah, and here's what I would say. If said candy, like a Reese's cup, does have a form in which it comes in a bar, then it counts. And it does because there's the fast break Reese's that are bars and they are the same ingredients as Reese's cups. It's chocolate, it's peanut butter, but it comes in that fast break version.
Okay.
Now, do M&Ms have that as well? I don't think so.
They do. They have an M&M's
Shit.
bar. It's a
You're
chocolate bar
joking.
with many M&M's in it.
Well, there you fucking go.
There we go. M&M's count, everybody.
There we go.
We got to the bottom of it.
If said candy bar can exist in a bar form. Bar.
Thank you for coming to Candy Court. I spelled that wrong, but I'm leaving it. Pass the bar to drop these legal bars. What we agreed to. Okay. All right. Flipping first. What do you got?
I said Twix. I'm a Twix guy.
I
I said
Twix.
And I said Reese's cup because I know you like peanut butter. And I know we just talked about a Reese's cup, so that probably isn't the right answer because you brought that as the example, so you wouldn't say your answer as the example. But it was peanuts, and I know you like peanut butter, so I went with a Reese's cup. Go
Well,
ahead.
it's funny you should mention that because I said for you Reese's Pieces, and for me M&M.
A little PC boy over here.
I love me some M&Ms, man. And I remember having a vehement debate about this on my stream when we were doing a candy tier list. And I said that Reese's Pieces were not good, and you were like, they're so good.
I don't know how you could say that.
Well, they're just not good. It's that simple. They're not good, so I say they're not good.
But you put them in like F tier.
Yeah, I did. Reese's Cups, though? Oh, fantastic.
I think you're being too harsh on the pieces.
I don't think so at all. I think they belong right in the F tier. Let's not get into it. That's going to derail the whole
You're right.
stream. I am right. Thank you for saying.
No, about the derail. Hey, what do we do? 8? Let's go 9 and 10.
Let's do 9 and 10?
Yeah.
Okay.
Quickly.
Quickly. Number 9. If your co-op partner was a Disney character,
Oh, let's just craft these questions.
who would they be?
Ooh, Reese's Puffs.
You
Talking
know-
about the cereal, right? Puffs is a cereal.
Puffs is a cereal, yeah.
So good.
I don't honestly
Speaking
know
of-
that I've had those. Yeah.
It's great. It's so good. And I will say this: Trader Joe's has an almond version of that. Garbage.
Trader Joe's cereal, not great across the board.
I will say I do like their Honey Nut Cheerios equivalent. Not too shabby.
So for this question, I'm going to say who you think you are or who you think I am. How do we
am. It's who. When you answer it, you have to answer who. Oh shit.
Yeah, how do we... If your co-op partner was a Disney character, who would they be? So
I'm answering
writing...
who I think I am, and then I'm answering who I think you are. So then on your end, you answer who you are, who you think you are,
And who you think
who
you
I
are.
think I am. Yeah.
Okay. I understand those rules. What I'm going to write down is who I think you are, and I don't think you're gonna write this, but that's because that's the first character that came to mind. If I can remember their fucking name. Who the fuck am I?
You can even describe it because I don't know a lot of Disney names. Like, Sebastian, the gravity. I fucking love that song. Under the sea, under the sea, under the sea, under the sea.
No,
Darling, it's better down where it's wetter. Take it from me.
This music kind of fits with that. It's kind of.
You're right.
It's not like the same, but
Sometimes
it's
you're
so
right.
Okay, I'm like blanking on
Robert
Disney
Danny
characters
DeVito.
now.
Just Danny
Uh,
DeVito. Disney character.
It's gotta be a Disney. Surely he's voiced a character at some time, right? No, never. Never. Fortunately, they're lost. No. It's done so fast. I'm just gonna
pops in
say,
my head. I go for it.
I'm gonna say an answer, but it needs a little explanation.
Are these Trader Joe's as well?
I believe they are.
Oh my god.
That's right. Okay. What'd you put?
That was
Aladdin?
Aladdin.
Okay. Wreck-It Ralph? Question mark? LOL. I put you, the alligator from Princess and the Frog.
I've never seen that. I don't know
Oh my
what
god,
that
you
is.
would love that movie.
Yeah?
Dude. Yeah, it's all a ton of jazz. And
know,
he
you're
plays a
right.
trumpet. You know, jazz man. It's fun, great. He is one of the best songs.
Yeah.
So good.
Okay.
I put myself Mr.
Mr.
Incredible,
Incredible, that's a good
not
one.
because I think I'm incredible, but because he's like kind of in some ways, a boring stereotype. And I think in some ways I'm a boring stereotype. So, you know.
Typical white guy.
Typical white guy. He's a typical white
I
guy.
thought you were Wreck-It Ralph because,
I haven't seen Wreck-It Ralph.
really?
Yeah.
You would like
Oh my
It's
god.
video games.
Let's
It's
watch
great.
movies.
Let's just watch movies. What are we
movies. Turn this music up.
I think for me it was like his story is very much like a fish out of water story. And I feel like every time I talk, you're like, "Hey, how's this going?" I'm like, "I don't know,
I don't.
winging it."
That's literally me all the
And
time.
I think he's also just really kind-hearted and
Hmm.
always extremely nice. I don't think he's like.
It's very kind of you. I put that you were an alligator. You're over
Yeah.
here saying I'm nice. So.
When you first said alligator, in my head popped up the Peter Pan alligator.
Oh yeah. What is it? I don't remember.
I don't know,
Anyways,
TikTok or something.
number 10.
All right, last one, and we're back to advice. Don't worry, everybody.
How does your spouse like their steak?
This is my answer, but this is also like a side.
Okay. For you, I put medium to medium well, or medium rare. For me, I put
Oh.
medium well.
I got you.
Yeah.
I knew you like medium well. I'm also medium well, but here you might get a point because I said I do go medium if I know it's like at a fancy place where I know the cut of meat is probably high quality and I don't mind going. I kind of go both.
Chad, what do you think? Robert obviously gets a point. Do I also get a point?
I think so.
You think so, but just checking. You definitely get a point. You're already ahead.
I'm just gonna give you a point. I think you deserve a point because my answer is just two answers. It really depends on where I go.
I'll take a point.
I never go. I almost never order the same kind. I always ascertain where I'm at. How many dollar signs does this place have? Anything with well is crazy. I mean, if I'm gonna go to a random,
Outback Steakhouse.
if I'm going to Outback Steakhouse, they're not getting high quality.
I think they're a little bit more.
They're getting whatever they can get for whatever price. So I'm gonna need you to cook that thing up to kill whatever the hell's in there.
Yeah.
I don't trust it. I just don't trust it.
And also, I think that when you go with medium rare, the cooking and seasoning of it, like the steak can be good on its own, but I feel like it requires a little bit more care.
Yeah.
That places like that are not really
They're not
giving
gonna
to
do
the
it right.
steak.
It's,
No.
And here's the other thing. When I get like medium, it's the juiciness that I want from the meat. And I've had moments where if I do try it, because I've tried a medium at the other. This isn't just a philosophy that I have. This is based on experience that I've had. So I would have gone medium in these other places. All I'm tasting is just bloody meat. It's just not enjoyable. I don't taste the like seasoning or the char or whatever. Like I don't taste this like as like ooh steak. It's like it's just bloody meat. Nom, nom, nom. It's not an enjoyable eating experience for me.
Yeah.
Some people just want that blood.
On the blood.
Want the blood.
All right. All right, back to the advice.
Let's talk about advice.
Let's go. This one I think might just be a joke, but maybe not. Need advice in the bedroom.
Ooh.
Me, 28 male, my girlfriend, has a schoolgirl role-play fantasy,
Wow.
but I don't feel comfortable wearing the dress. Any advice?
Love a curveball. It goes back to having a open and honest conversation and just explain to them like, look, I'm open to try things, but this particular one, I feel uncomfortable doing.
And if
For
you're not
whatever
comfortable with that, you're not going to be comfortable with anything else that's going on.
Because here's the thing, right? When you do these things, these like role playing, the point is to get in the mood and is to be for each partner to feel like they're sexy and they're wanted and they're like attractive to their partner and yada yada yada, right? Because that leads to let's fuck. If you put on the dress and you yourself don't feel comfortable in it and can't outwardly portray sex appeal, your ooze, then it's just not going to get in the mood, right? You're doing both of them, but you're doing a disservice to yourself and you're doing a disservice to your partner because, I mean, I would assume like, let's say I had this fantasy and I wanted you to dress in that outfit, but you're not comfortable. If you're clearly uncomfortable, I'm not comfortable. If you're not comfortable, and that's gonna come out in the moment.
Yeah.
And how am I gonna get in the mood? I'm not gonna be in the mood if you're not in the mood. Yeah. It's as simple as that.
I think it's really important to be honest when you're uncomfortable with things. Actively now, because this also kind of crosses into a line where it's like there is consensual uncomfort, times that may happen, but you still have to be comfortable overall with it. You have to be inside yourself comfortable with everything that's going on, and if you're not, that's a problem. And maybe you try something and only discover that you're not comfortable with as you're going through it, and that's okay. And you can just stop, adjust, and move on.
And you'd be like,
Oh, no, yeah,
dress
no
too
feeling.
tight, can't take it off. I don't feel comfortable. I don't feel. The key is like I don't feel sexy, right? Because like when you do these things, you're supposed to feel, hot and bothered, right? Whatever the role plays is supposed to be hot for both parties. Or else, what's the point?
I would say like one possible caveat to this is I feel like sometimes you may encounter things where they don't actively make you uncomfortable, but they just don't do anything for you. And you can just be like, well, so long as you enjoy it, that's all that matters. I'm not getting anything out of this specific thing.
Yeah.
But it also doesn't hurt me or make me uncomfortable. So that's fine. Yeah, I'll do that, sure.
Yeah. Because you'll find your moment probably after. You start making out.
Yeah. Now this part.
Hey, let me do this for you. You get your jimmies wet, and then when it's my turn, when we make out or whatever, I'll get my jimmies wet.
Our next question is, which part is the jimmies?
Yeah. Like asking for eggs over medium, you can tell real quick if they have a good kitchen. Very true.
Gotta give to get.
Now I was thinking that one was gone. Those don't have to wear dresses.
Catching up with chat, everybody. We'll be back with you in 1 second.
Sorry. Are we doing? You doing noir role play? I'm not much of a role player.
No. Both in or out of the bedroom. For me.
I like RPGs.
RPGs are great. I can do like Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
But like when I think about like the Grand Theft Auto roleplay server, no thank you for that.
I think I might.
I haven't tried.
I don't like role playing in the bedroom.
No.
Because to me, there's too much comedy in there. know what I'm saying?
Oh my God! Thank you.
Thank you.
You Gavin. I'd
Thank
be
you,
making
Mary.
jokes left and right.
I've tried. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
Way too many jokes. Way too
So
much
many
laughing.
possibilities. Can't take it seriously. You know?
Like, how am I supposed to walk in a room and be like, you didn't get an A?
You're under arrest. I'm gonna need you to check those tires. You
Oh my
can't
God.
do it.
Like sometimes
You
when
can't
you
do it.
look when you watch these like shows, right, or any I don't know what kind of shows, like maybe Modern Family or whatever it may be, right?
Good show.
Huh? Good show, yeah.
Just
great
started
show.
watching it for the first time.
Really?
Yeah.
I low key was watching it because Tara was going through the whole thing, and I was like low key watching it, and it's great.
It's really fun.
fantastic.
Really smart.
Whatever show it may be, but like sometimes you see these like very tropey moments where a husband and wife will be like, let's meet up at a bar at separate times, and then they want to role play something, and then we go to the hotel room and we make it fun. We make this like sex thing we're gonna do a little fun and a little spicy. That is so like funny to me. That would be funny to me if I was to approach my wife and be like, I'm gonna
Yeah, right?
like because
Because
we do those jokes already like in our kitchen.
Yep.
We joke around like that all the time. We'll be in the kitchen like, hey,
Absolutely.
you come here often?
Yep.
She's like, every morning.
Every morning.
Like it's like these are, like it's not sexy. These are like
No.
we role play stupid things
Yeah.
all the time.
Adam, call the number. It's a real number. You can
a
call
real
and leave a
number.
voicemail. The
Text.
question we're answering right now is a text that was sent to that number. We don't know who from. We can see your number. We don't know your name or any other information.
Yeah.
If you are calling and leaving a voicemail and would like
voice.
to be anonymous, maybe text it instead.
Yeah.
But it's a real number.
It's a real number. We ascertained, we acquired
Acquired.
323
Skimmed all
for
the math books.
comedy.
Found this number. What a great number.
Right?
Fantastic.
For comedy. No one has that? Crazy. I'm so proud of her.
Got it. This guy over here. Okay.
Next. Fine.
One.
This is when I said like text one if you want a text message when we
Yeah.
go live.
Okay. We'll
All
text
right.
this number. Gotta write this down somewhere. What is the one quality
No,
you
we
think?
did this
Oh, wait,
already.
oh shit.
That's what I'm saying. Move on. Adam, move on.
Is Robert actually 6'3"?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When
Next
I lay
question.
down.
Oh. You get longer.
4.
Follow-up question a little bit later on. Is Robert actually 7'3"?
Oh yes.
Yes. Yes.
Oh yes.
Oh yes. Have you been
Natural.
recognized on the street yet?
No.
No, me. No,
We're not that
who-
famous.
Who
What?
do you think we? Who's
The only
which streets do you
place
think
that
we're
we
on?
would possibly be recognized is like
Directly outside of
TwitchCon?
Kate's apartment. You know what? To be
Oh,
fair,
yes.
to be fair, I was recognized around TwitchCon,
See, told you.
but that's a very specific
what I'm
circumstance.
saying.
Yeah, that's
Very specific.
you're taking all the people that would recognize me and putting them in one place, really upping the odds
Yeah.
there artificially.
Yeah.
So no,
Yeah.
not outside of that. No. Just caught a largemouth bass.
Oh.
Can I pose with this for a dating profile pic?
Yeah,
You can.
because clearly, catch a large mouth bass, you must. Right? You're not a one-time fisherman or woman or fisher person catching a largemouth bass on your first try. This is something you do. This is your activity of pastime. You enjoy doing this. You want to put that foot forward because you're significant other. It'd be great if one, they enjoyed largemouth basses as well, or two, they were okay with you doing that. Understanding empathy.
We're getting a lot of no's in the chat from women. I think the takeaway is don't worry about it. You put it really, that was really well done.
I said it was good.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. You know, if you're trying to catch a fisherman, yeah, put that as your profile pic. I mean,
But it's like, I mean, I could put a photo of like me with a, like you know, puppies increase your chances of getting swept, right? Like by 20%. But like, I don't want a puppy.
sure.
Why would I
So
take
don't
it?
put that. Yeah, don't put that. But are you aware that men holding a fish in a picture on a dating is Yeah.
I didn't know Robo.
So no,
I did know.
You know, yeah, probably you could do, but maybe don't.
Compared to me. How about now? I thought
Robert's also a quiet individual.
I am, but I thought I was being pretty loud.
Yeah.
Oh, is it because it's like angled this way slightly?
Let's do that. There we go.
Interesting. I should look at the hello. I should look at the levels a little more.
This is music. This is us right
Okay.
over here. In fact, yeah, let's bring that music down a little bit more. Let's not get too crazy.
I hope you guys could hear my advice, but specifically, I hope you didn't hear the one I previously gave.
All the other advice, though, really
Everything else,
spot on.
Silent.
Particular. Okay, we have another question that says, for Robert.
Oh,
Oh, wait, there's so many questions here. No, we did some of these. Oh, here we go.
you want to guess whose number this is?
This is a really weird that somebody asked this. Will you bring Tara food on your way home? This one is just for Robert.
Will Tara? I mean, I'll ask her. Did you order food when I was out? Right, that would be my line of questioning.
Yeah, that would be the question that he would ask his wife, who is probably not the person that asked this.
Probably not this. No.
Probably not.
Definitely not. Definitely not my wife hinting.
No.
She
No.
wouldn't do that. Food?
No.
She hates food.
No, thank you.
But I will definitely ask.
Great.
Oh, wait, what's up? What's going on? Did you order food?
Your food?
Is there food in the house? No. Want me to pick up food? If I'm hungry and I'm gonna pick up food, I'm for sure gonna ask.
Absolutely.
But if I'm just going home, I might not ask if she wants something.
But if she
Because-
could ask you, and that's okay.
That's fine.
That's fine.
But if I'm not picking up food and I'm just going home, like I know there's food in the house, right?
Well, of course there's food in the house.
There's food in the house.
I like food in my house. It's not really about that.
And I ain't got money.
That's what it's really about.
You think I got money?
No.
You think I got in and out money?
Ooh, Motorcycle Dirt is back.
Hey, motorcycle! Motorcycle dirt.
Motorcycle Dirt. Motorcycle Dirt. What movie do you know would get your respective partners in the mood? If to third party of a question, what movie would your respective partners put on to get you in the mood?
Literally sexual thing happening. Probably.
Yeah, no, probably. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. There's some movies, some really good sex.
It does
scenes out
not
there.
take a lot to put me in the mood. Like,
You're in the mood right now.
I'm kind of in the mood. And it's only because my pants are a little tight. These pants are a little tight.
The
And
music.
It's just grabbing the groin a little bit, putting a little pressure.
And
And that puts you right in the mood.
Batman. Any.
This doesn't turn you on. For Robert, not me.
People are getting turned on by movies. I don't think that I really get turned
No.
on by movies.
Turned on is such a to me. Turned on means like I don't know. Turned on is like an aggressive word.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, this turns me on. Like it turns me on when my partner is being sexy or whatever. Like,
Right.
That turns me on.
Right.
Like that's like an aggressive. Like I will throw you in the
Yeah.
bed
Yeah.
right now.
What specifically is it about?
You want me to try it?
To be clear, the joke was so I can do it, not because I want to know what your wife is doing. Let me just clarify that joke real quick. Anyways.
Woo. Okay, so yeah. Yeah, it doesn't take much to turn me on. Hell, you can put Rocky on. I'll be like, yeah,
What's your favorite movie?
Rocky. Okay.
Boxing!
I'm from Rock Hard.
I
Maybe
think
like
there's
the
scenes
scene.
in movies that there's scenes that can be really spicy, but like once that scene is done, you move on to the rest of the movie, and I don't know, mostly passes, you know.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it also depends on like how into the movie I am.
Yeah.
If I'm into the movie and like a sexy moment happens, I'd be like, nice. And then it just kind of continues. And I'm like, what's the third act of the movie? This sucks.
Mhm.
Or whatever. But like when the movie's done, also,
Also,
here's the thing: who's watching the movie to completion and then is still in the mood to do things? That's a long time to commit.
Such a long
That's an
time.
hour and a half, and the sexy
So you're
stuff
just
happens.
putting that on hold over
Yeah.
there, and then you're like, okay, now let's
Yeah.
revisit that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The sexy stuff happens in
Yeah.
there. Yeah. It's me. I'm in the mood. Okie dokie. I'm gonna be in the mood after the Mario movie. I'll tell you what. It's made like it's the sex. Okay, movie. This is movie. This is end of. Oh, on the stream we're over here. This is beginning of movie. This is end of movie. Sexy thing happens like right here.
Yeah.
So you're waiting another 45 to 50 minutes before you're like jumping on your partner and like, yeah, I'm in the mood or whatever. Like no.
No. To Crafty's point, you could move to the bedroom, forget the rest of the movie.
I was about to get there.
But that's a different scenario. I'll let you cover
Now.
the rest of that.
No, but that's a good point.
Yeah.
If you're just watching the movie and it's a movie you've already seen, and also like you kind of have to be not really interested in the movie.
Yeah, and I would argue that if that is the case, a movie's probably not the thing that puts you in the mood in the first place. Maybe
Not a movie.
there was a scene,
The scene.
but like, I think it was already kind of
Yeah.
lying in wait already. You know?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. This is latent horniness from 2 hours ago
Mm-hmm.
when
And then that move, the
your
scene
partner
comes
did
on.
something and you were like,
Is it?
all right.
Oh.
Question. It's very interesting to discuss these topics. Like,
Yeah.
you know, do movies get you in the mood? No, I don't think movies get people in the mood.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Scenes, not movies. Oh, look, it's my favorite half of co-op comedy.
Yeah, I need you to.
Hi,
be
Amber!
Oh.
It's me. Shut up, it's me.
Name of things added in honor of Robert Nelson. What things did you add?
Tell me what you added. Is it a cookie?
A cookie?
A cookie?
Um.
I got 5 more questions rapid fire.
Call or text 3234 comedy. How long?
Yeah.
How long are you staying here?
Brother, we'll see.
All right. How many cousins do you have?
Oh, wow. Shoot.
Chocolate covered pretzels and a little bit of cheesecake in your vanilla ice cream. All October is making.
That is a
Dessert of the future.
baller ice cream right there.
What is that dessert that gets me in the mood?
Oh, speaking of vanilla ice cream, this is why I also like vanilla ice cream. Because when you add things to it, you can savor the flavor of that thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like when flavors are so jumbled together that I can't ascertain what I'm tasting.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so I've never been much of a guy to take a plate of food, mix it all up, and start eating. Some people were like that. I'm like, no, I'm gonna eat things and I'm gonna
Separate.
taste them. I'm gonna flavor them up.
Okay, me too.
I have 4. I erased
We were
2 and
so
I put
close.
3.
We were so close.
Ah.
I have 2 that I know of. There might be others that I don't talk to, but there's only one that I talk to.
Yeah, I went directly like.
Man, we were so close there. We were so
Gosh dang.
close. We were
Dang.
each one off. Okay.
Gosh dang.
What's up next? Your spouse had a superpower? What would it be?
What?
Oh, I know this one. I know this one.
The RoboDessert subathon cookie is the most romantic dessert.
It's because we made it.
With
Yeah.
love. Oh.
Oh.
Ready?
If you had a superpower. Hacking. I would stop time.
Super strength. Ah, dang! I said stop time.
Stop time. would be
I
pretty
almost
cool.
went strength, but I thought, what are you gonna do with it?
I don't know. Break
thought-
stuff.
Yeah, but stop time, then you just do everything you ever wanted to do, and time wouldn't matter.
Not bad. That's a good choice. Can I change my mind?
And it's funny because I also want that, but super speed is basically that. If you do it fast, it's like relative to time.
Yeah.
How long and hard about this? Long.
Hard. How do your partner like their eggs in the morning?
Oh. Sunny side up and scrambled for you.
Sunny side up.
I like me some sunny side up. And let me tell you why. This goes.
What's up, Melissa?
This goes back. Hear me out, everybody. This goes back to the steak analogy. If these are really good eggs, pasture raised. You guys know about the egg industry?
It's not the time. It's not the time. It's not the time.
No?
It's not the time.
Shit.
It's not the time. Cut the mic.
I have so
Shut
much
up.
to say about eggs. I looked into eggs. Guys, like I go deep into like figuring things out if I'm like in a moment where I need to know it. I've gone into eggs. Let me tell you about
Inside of an egg.
Let me tell you about cage-free eggs. It's
Scam.
Yeah, it's a scam. The cage-free and free range are not as good as you think they are. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the marketing sounds good.
Oh yeah.
But the rule that they have to follow is so bad. Like it does not make you think what it is. The only one that's like remotely close.
I looked into eggs.
The only one that is remotely close to like a nice humane-ish life for chickens is pasture raised. Because it's harder to get pasture raised certification to be able to call them that, because they have to actually have a large field to go out. I looked into eggs, man. Because cage free, they could literally just step outside of a cage into a giant closed off
And
area
it's
where
the
they walk
same.
around, where they're all in there,
Yeah.
and you could call it cage free. That's not good for the chickens. Same with what is it? Free range, where you think they're running around all over the place. They're not. If they have access to go outside, and their like area to go outside is again can be so small and confined, and that can be free range. If you're into eggs and you eat as many eggs as I do, eggs, pasture raised is what you need to try to go for. And again, you know, you can't. You know, there's a giant egg situation.
I put pasture raised for you.
Do you remember that Mitch Hedberg joke where he's like, I went to a deli or restaurant or whatever, and I asked for a chicken sandwich, and the lady said, "How do you want your eggs?" And she misheard me, and I wanted to say raised, and it was incubated, plucked, fried. Oh man, it's gonna take a while. Scrambled.
Chad is having a field day with this. I love it. I don't think I've ever heard Robert talk so passionately about something like this before. There's no egg shortage. They just saw that they could get away with raising the price. They just raised the price the last 6 months. Always grabbed the wrong pack of eggs. Definitely didn't have the egg discussion on my co-op comedy Valentine Hotline bingo card. On top of all that, all those chickens are them own selves.
Oh my
I think it
God,
says a lot that
Adrian.
Robert went on a full egg rant and is still the better part of co-op comedy. It says exactly what we already knew. Amber is a liar.
Love you, Amber. Hope you're well.
Anyways,
What number is that? 13.
Yeah.
Quickly.
Who is more? We have more questions.
Oh, man.
Who is more adventurous?
I feel like we're both gonna just go. Oh wow, you went you. I went
Well,
you.
because we talked about this when we were making this list of questions, and I was like, well, we should remove that because it's obviously you, and you went, nope. So I had a little insider information, but
So who got the point?
you said me, and I said that you would say
You
me,
got the
so
point.
I get the point there.
You were close.
Oh.
3-4.
I'm
I'm still up.
I'm curious why you think I'm more adventurous, because I also thought originally that you were more adventurous.
You go
but
rock climbing and stuff.
You think that's adventurous? I only do indoor rock climbing.
You went out.
See, I would have originally you left the house.
You left the house, my guy.
I have this idea in my head that if people are adventurous eaters, like, because you say like you pretty much eat anything. I feel like that correlates to you being more adventurous of a person overall.
I can see that.
But maybe that's not true. I don't know.
No. Who went to TwitchCon? Oh, there you go.
Me, but that's. I mean,
you're out
no,
and about.
fine. Yeah, but you'd be out more because you have a baby, so that holds you back. But without the baby, you went to Italy.
Let me tell you, lockdown was nice.
Honestly, lockdown was pretty fucking nice for me too. I'm not gonna lie.
You tell me, I don't have to see anybody.
Everyone was like, "Oh my god, I miss my friends. It's really sad." And I was like, "Lockdown's been pretty fucking good. I'm gonna tell you."
You know how people were like, especially extroverts, probably were like, "Oh, I'm itching to get out and interact." I didn't feel that till like month 4, when I was like,
"Oh yeah,
I
easily
can go out."
I didn't feel that until like year 1. I was like, "This showed me exactly how much of an introvert I didn't really know I was until right now."
Yeah,
this is great. Still in your rock climbing era? No, only because I can't afford the gym.
Oh, let's go real life, bro.
Let's go.
It's free. Nature's gym.
Yeah. Do you not eat anything, Robo? No, I used to. I'm just more picky eater. I'm definitely more of a picky eater than you are.
It's true, you are.
Yeah. So that was my.
That's why I keep pitching food-related videos for us to do, because it'd be funny for you. Picky man.
Funny for you.
Picky man.
Like your spouse's eyes. I don't know how we score this, but never mind.
I'm writing your eyes.
I'm writing your eyes.
I should write. Oh yeah, then I write.
Yeah.
Okay. Brown?
Brown?
Blue.
Blue. Yeah.
I feel like a greenish. You know, some people with blue have like they sometimes go, yeah, it's kind of greenish.
I think this is a little bit cheating for us because we constantly work on graphics of our own faces, but you know, that's okay. That's okay.
We all got a point. It's fine.
That's okay. Everybody gets a point here.
That means we don't look at each other's boobs when we talk to each other. Look at my eyes.
Okay.
Questions.
What is the best gift you've ever given or received? I'm assuming they mean with your partner.
Yeah.
Because that's what most of the topic has been about.
Gift I've ever received from my partner. I'm sure there's quite a bit, because Tara and I have 12 years. So my memory, and I don't
Truly
have
so many.
I will say that I'm gonna go with a couple lately ones.
Go with the lately one.
She got me a really nice watch.
The one you're wearing?
No, Seiko one.
Nice.
We were gonna go to Japan the year the lockdown started. Like in January, we went to for our anniversary. We went to a sushi restaurant, because like that year was gonna be the year of Japan, because the Mario theme park was opening up, and we were gonna go to that and do our whole big trip to Japan and this and that. And one of the big things I wanted was, when I was into watches, was to get a Seiko, which is their Japanese, the best, highest Japanese brand watch or whatever. But you know, they have all tiers kind of money. But I wanted a Japanese watch from Japan, a Seiko. But I didn't get it. So for our 1-year wedding anniversary, you got me a nice Seiko.
Beautiful.
So that was good.
Damn, can't believe you went with a watch before your child for best gift. Mike closer to Robert. Robert's just a quiet boy.
Interesting. I'm so quiet. Why am I always quiet?
I think when you talk for extended periods of time, unless you're really passionate about the eggs, you seem to like, and now let's have this discussion. Which
You're
is,
right.
In person works really well. But with the microphone, it's okay. It's okay.
I have inflections.
Yeah.
Is that the right word?
I truly don't know.
Okay.
Truly couldn't
Thanks,
tell
man.
you.
Thanks for your help.
I got you. I think the best gift I've ever received. Well, I don't know if this is the best, but one that comes to mind right away, a lately one, is Colin has gotten me multiple of the. I use them all the time on stream. They're like the cups that double as a shaker. I use them all the time for coffee, because then I just make it. I shake it in the thing, and then it's its own cup already. So it's less dishes. They're nice. They're insulated, so it keeps everything cold for a really long time.
That's
I use them
great.
as travel cups as well. I use those all the time. And it's cool because it was one of those gifts that like I wouldn't have thought to get that for myself, but she did, and it's been perfect. I use
Yeah.
them all the time.
Yeah, it's always nice to get something where you didn't think you would get, or like you've always kind of just like, hey, later or something
Mhm,
like that.
mhm.
Yeah. Funny story. The best gift I've given. Early in our relationship, I think the first Christmas together. So like you're just learning things that people like. Like one of the things Tara likes as a snack is literally just toast, butter, salt, and pepper. And this is not a snack I ever had.
Beautiful.
Right? But she would have that often, and so when she introduced that to me, which is not like an insane concept, right? It's so simple. But I had it, I was like, oh shit, this is good. So then I was like, Christmas comes around, and I'm like, what do I get her? And I got her one of those butter cutters where you put the stick of butter in the thing, and you go chick chick, and it's supposed to like cut the butter out.
Not seen this.
It's
Okay.
like it's like this like big yellow thing. You open it up. It's like a stapler. You put the butter in, you close it, and then every time you go, and it like cuts the butter. But like it didn't work well. It's like one of those seen on TV things that are like $19.99. I got that and it did not work well. But it was funny. It was a thought that counts.
Yeah.
But another thing I got, and I don't know if I think this is an endearing story, so I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. I don't think she's gonna be mad at me for saying this. She's very into fantasy as a genre, like Lord of the Rings. She loves.
Fantastic.
So she was so excited for Skyrim, like unreal excited for Skyrim, and she
Skyrim's
never
great.
played like Oblivion or Morrowind or any of these, but like Skyrim
Don't
was
need
getting
to.
a lot of attention as it was gearing up for release, and it was releasing on 11/11/11.
Yeah.
And we started dating January of 2011.
And you yourself
And
are
I'm
a
a
fantasy.
gamer.
Yeah. Oh.
So, super excited for Skyrim, and so I bought it for her, and I surprised her, and she basically kind of cried.
That's so
But
cute.
it was so sweet. And then she played the crap out of it. But also,
Uh.
unfortunately, she owned a PlayStation, and PlayStation notoriously had these save issues. They had like this weird memory leak that kept happening. I don't think it really affected her, but it may have, and I don't remember. So, yeah. PlayStation 3, a very polarizing console. I feel like sometimes I talk like Jeff Goldblum, where I pause and I go, I don't know. Yeah, see, Tara's a very wholesome lady.
Question from the chat: salted or unsalted butter?
For cooking, unsalted, because I want to control the salt when I cook. Unless I know I'm not going to add salt to the dish, then I go salted. On toast, I also go salted.
Salted all the way. I go salted all the time.
All the time?
Do you buy spreadable butter or non-spreadable butter?
No.
It was an either or question.
When I do that, it's for the first thing you said, because my brain just got onto your first question and answered it before.
No spreadable butter.
That's like when it's like super whipped or something. You just
No, it's not like super wet, but it makes it. Yeah, you can just scoop it
No,
and spread it right away.
just
No.
blah, blah, blah.
Oh man, no, I'm all about spreadable butter. Okay,
Yeah,
unless
no.
you're like baking, but Tara says to tell him about the Hobbit movies.
What? Huh?
Tell him about the Hobbit movies. Tell us about
Me?
the Hobbit movies, Robert.
Tell me about the Highwind movies.
Oh.
Okay, so wait. So when the Hobbit movies were coming out, right? So she's super into Lord of the Rings. So the Hobbit movies always came out in December.
Yeah.
Her birthday's December.
Yeah.
So 3 years in a row, I surprised her and took her to watch the Hobbit movies, and she never figured it out. 3 years in a row. Each
love
time,
that. I
and
love that so
I'm
much.
pretty sure each time we went to Universal, because they have that
Mm.
theater there, and you could get like the IMAX big ass thing, like lasers or whatever. Every time it's around December, let's go to Universal. We're just walking around, babe. Just kidding. We're gonna watch the Hobbit movie.
Surprise!
Whoa, surprise! And she's like,
Put this hair on your feet. Amber says, Jesus fucking Christ, y'all have been dating since I was a sophomore in high school, and I hate that for me. Amber, Remember, you were a sophomore in high school in 2011.
People are so young.
So young, children.
Child.
Adre says that
To the same theater, yeah. Every single time. Same theater, same place, 3 years in a row. Crazy.
that's fantastic.
Crazy.
Adre says he also started dating his
That's
wife in
crazy.
January 2011.
Me and Adrian have lived very parallel lives.
You have. It's very interesting.
Yeah. I like
Um,
Adrian. He's good lad.
My best gift that I've given has probably it's one of those like very practical gifts that's like it was thoughtful at the time, but like you're like, oh, that's like a very like this is useful. But like she used to have this Emily had this portable like tire pump air pressure thing for a car to put air in your tires.
Yeah, we
And
had
she
one of those.
always complained about it. She was like, this thing sucks, and I got this thing. It was well reviewed, but like it just sounds dead. So I got her a new one that was like super well reviewed, works perfectly. We use it all the time. It has like a flashlight on it so you can see, and it's lit up on the
Yeah.
little display. And it's
Is
great.
it blue?
No, it's black, but the display is blue.
Might
Lights
have
up
the same
blue.
one.
It's really good. Really good.
Came in a bag?
I think it came in a bag. Yeah, we never
Wraps
put it in
around
the bag.
Wraps
but
around the leg of it.
I think so. Maybe we have the same
Yeah,
one.
we got the same one.
Oh my god.
He goes like this.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, they
Yeah,
all
they
do,
all do.
but you know. Oh my god.
I feel I'm tired.
Yeah.
I feel I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm a tired guy.
What's your favorite tire?
Firestone. Sounds cool. Why are you laughing?
Another question from the same person.
Somebody's going ham tonight.
How do you pick the right eggs? All the boxes look the same.
They don't. It says.
First of all, that's
First
false.
of all, terrible marketing if they all look the same. They look vastly different. You just happen to pick the wrong one each time.
Hey, I was playing Call of Duty. Did you guys get to my largemouth bass question? We did. Don't do it. That was the consensus. Also, Nardog said that we both look very nice today. Thank you very much. Thank you.
You look nice.
Yeah, guaranteed.
I'm certain.
Truly.
This is an inside joke because she has one tire that goes flat all the time in
So
like
do
a couple
I.
of days because it has like a nail or something or
Yeah,
other,
me
but she
too.
won't get it fixed, and that's why I bought the thing because we fill it up every like 3 days.
I fill mine up, not quite that often, but every couple weeks. I just haven't gotten it replaced because I don't have the money. The tires are so fucking
there's that
expensive.
too.
But
Hey, here's a
yeah.
life hack I know. Some guy who does sells cars a lot says just buy used, never buy new.
Really? I've always
Never
been
buy-
afraid of used,
right?
but
Never buy because a lot of people will switch out their tires prematurely,
okay.
and it's a massive discount just to get a
Going for that next.
used set of tires or just one if you just need one.
Okay.
Never go full
Never go full. Never full.
unless you're planning on keeping the car for like. This is something. Nice.
Hold. There we go. This is a picture that somebody sent in. Just wanted to show you that.
Favorite. Look at that goof over there.
I
over
wonder
there.
who sent
Favorite
that
hat.
in. No way to know.
Yeah.
Impossible.
Virtual hugs. Thing.
Anyways.
For no reason.
For no reason.
reason.
Unrelated to that.
Unrelated to the image we just saw.
Also, from the same person about the eggs. The Sonic movie isn't a turn-on movie for either of you? Question mark?
There's a lot of inside jokes. This is because this particular person, when
Whomever they are.
whoever they may be, I don't know.
Wants to fuck Sonic.
When they were younger, had a crush on Sonic.
Ooh, I guess, I mean, you know, a fast guy, but I don't think he's fast in that regard. You know?
He's gotta go fast.
Gotta go fast.
Gotta go fast.
Does Robo have an egg gate equivalent?
What's your egg story?
I don't have anything that I have researched and been like, this is a scam. Let me tell you about it. This makes me mad. But I have
Doesn't make me
researched
mad,
the shit out of Chernobyl, and I will talk to you about Chernobyl at any time.
Yeah.
You want to know about Chernobyl? Let me tell you about
I want a Chernobyl
RMBK
story.
reactors. They're
Whoa.
fucked.
Hey, speaking of, do you believe that we should go back to nuclear as an energy source? Because there's like a lot of hot topics.
I think nuclear energy has the potential to be very good, and people still use nuclear energy all over the world. I think it has the potential to be incredibly good and very ecologically friendly compared to some other options. I do think there are a lot of inherent risks. I think the biggest risk, which is something that we learned from Chernobyl, is not actually nuclear energy itself. It's that governments are fucked and they cut corners in every possible way, and it leads to accidents.
Yeah.
So if people weren't fucking stupid,
Yep.
it'd be great.
Yep.
But they are stupid. And so I don't know. I don't know enough about nuclear energy overall to have an informed opinion about that. I really just know about Chernobyl. It's fucking wild. It's so crazy.
It's like such a fascinating thing because like nuclear energy was such like this big thing back in the day, right? But then you would assume technology has advanced so much in that time to then, well, why we couldn't we do a better version? You know what I'm saying?
You would think.
You would think. That's what I think.
I think
I don't
surely.
know anything
Because
but-
especially from things and events like Chernobyl, 5 Mile Island in the U.S., Fukushima in Japan, there are things that we've seen go wrong, and we have learned how to prevent those things as well. So there have been, there's been a lot of developments that way as well.
Yeah.
But I will talk endlessly about Chernobyl.
I would listen.
Okay.
And hold on. Show me. Never buy tires in an odd set. The way done.
You do. That's true.
Oh, look at that book.
Look at this book. This is
Midnight
a
in
great
Chernobyl.
book.
I love that little burn. Effect.
Great book.
Good effect.
Some interesting shit.
What is that? Is that a biography?
This is somebody who is this is like basically like the expert on Chernobyl, and he wrote a book detailing like down to the minute every single thing that happened and all of the effects that happened afterward as well. Super detailed. The plant operator who was like head of Chernobyl at the time, after like all the court stuff was coming out and all that, his mother saw him being charged on TV in Russia, walked out of her house and had a heart attack and died in the street.
Bruh.
Fucking wild.
That's crazy.
Fucking wild. Anyways.
That guy didn't help her? He just stood there. Note taking?
This is gonna be great in the book.
Now, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
What is it about Chernobyl that makes it so interesting for you?
Multiple things. It all started with one night at like 1 a.m. I saw a meme about Chernobyl, and I was like, "Oh, that's funny." I actually don't really know. I was trying to remember. Like, I don't really know what happened with Chernobyl, and also I couldn't remember when it actually happened. So I just did a quick Google search, and then I read like the entire Wikipedia.
Wow.
Because I just kept reading stuff that was so insane. Like,
Yeah.
I think radiation as a whole is fascinating.
It's an
I
interesting
don't
idea.
understand it. It's scary as hell.
Yeah.
And the effects that it can have, not just on people, but on objects and stuff, and the way that it can transfer through things and live in materials is wild.
And it doesn't just go away, right? Radiation
yeah.
is just half-life?
Yeah,
Right?
it just slowly breaks down over time.
But
Yeah.
it will never just go
It never
away.
really just goes away,
Which
no.
is crazy.
And we're always like bombarded by types of radiation,
Yeah.
but certain types of radiation. And like, so reading about that, and then reading about the level of radiation that it takes to be lethal, which is like this much, and the level of radiation that the people that were cleaning up Chernobyl received in matters of minutes, and just that like just there's so many facets about it that I'm just like, how
That's crazy.
is this a real thing that occurred?
In real life.
And literally, like, when it all comes down to it, Chernobyl happened because they were doing a safety test. They were literally testing the safety features of the plant. But because corporate bullshit and governments were trying to cut corners and everything, there was a shift change in the middle of it. They didn't really tell the oncoming shift what was happening. And they turned off all of these safety features so they could test a specific thing. So then the one thing goes wrong, everything is already turned off, and it leads to this chain reaction, which blows up and literally affected the entire globe. Like, people in Italy and the UK and like worldwide, women were like, abortion rates spiked around the world because women were so afraid of having children with defects and being affected by radiation and all that. Like, around the globe, this literally affected people in the UK had to reroute their sheep herding because grass was infected with radiation. Like, it's
like
wild.
that far.
That far.
That distant. That's a
That
crazy
far.
distance. That's
Also, okay, this is the last thing I'll say.
eggs.
This is the last thing I'll say.
Tell me about the eggs.
Russia denied the shit out of it
Crazy.
for forever and for like hours. The only way, the thing that like got them to admit that a problem had occurred is a nuclear power plant in Sweden started picking up stuff on their detectors and started getting alarms that there was like a radiation leak, and they were like, no, everything is fine. So what's the next closest radiation place? It was Chernobyl, and they're like, are you guys? Is everything okay?
And the other side,
yeah. Yeah, but they just denied until fucking
they did.
Sweden, which is so far away, and somebody else had to come. Anyways.
is everything okay?
Everything's fine here. Definitely.
Bro, everything's
It's
fine, bro.
wild, man. It's wild.
Crazy.
Diving on the reactor? Yeah. It's great.
Crazy.
There's a
In
lot of
Ohio,
similarities to what's
yeah.
happening in Ohio. It's very scary.
crazy.
It's crazy, dude. It's crazy.
Pasture
Read the
raised.
Wikipedia. Pasture raised. Also, okay, back to motorcycle, dude.
Nice.
What was the worst way you ever broke up with someone? What is the worst way someone has ever broken up with you?
I've never really had any serious relationships before my wife. So I really don't have an answer as like a gut break. It was more like we were maybe talking and then we were just like, huh? But I've never been in a relationship to be like, I gotta see other people or this isn't working out or anything. I've never had that. So I consider myself lucky.
Yeah, because breakups fucking suck.
I'll do that.
I think for me, the worst way that someone has ever broken up with me, I've been very lucky as well because I have gone through breakups, but most, if not all of my relationships have ended on pretty good terms where it's been like, we've both kind of mutually been like, this kind of really isn't fucking working. So it's been pretty
I kind of hate you.
cool. Yes, actually, I was wrong. But I think like the worst way that I've been broken up with is not really a breakup, but that thing where you're like, oh, I think there's something here, and you sort of assume that something else is going on, and then they're like, no, we're just, and you're like,
oh, I've been rejected.
oh yeah.
I'll tell you that. I've been rejected quite a few times.
Tara.
I had to ask my wife 16 times ago. But yeah, I think I kind of lucky in that.
Yeah.
Yes, I've never fell into a relationship that then was too early in the stage that the breakup happened to even call it a relationship.
I think the worst way I've ever broken up with somebody else, it wasn't the way that it happened, but God, I still feel bad about this today. But I met this girl and we had like not a one night stand, but like we hit it off immediately and then started dating almost immediately. Didn't really give enough time to like really see if we were into it. So we dated for about a month, and then it became very apparent to me very quickly that I was not into it, but she was very into it, and so I had to be like, hey. And she had like,
you gotta go.
It was shortly after my birthday, and she had just purchased us tickets to go see a band together, and I was like, you need to take somebody else.
And then you had the gall to use one of their lyrics as your fucking name.
Yeah, it was rough.
I heard name.
Heard name.
We were just talking about breakups, and I said
said he's been rejected plenty.
Yeah, and then he said Tara, and I was like, yeah, she rejected me 16 times before we actually went out. You know, jokes.
Bitch, if you will. Sketch.
Any more questions?
That's all of our questions.
Cool. Let's finish up. These,
Okay.
I think we got like what, a couple more?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So we got 8 more questions.
All right. Speed.
I once ghosted a girl and didn't realize it because I was an idiot. Happens.
That sometimes accidents happens.
Accidents happens all the time. Sometimes
Accidents happen.
you're just unaware of the situation. What's the question? Elsa's favorite color? I mean, the blue. I thought it might have been pink.
It
but I feel
used
like
to
was
be blue, but I think pink has surpassed it. Specific
You
shades
tied
of
it
pink.
up.
Tied it up.
Tell you what. Tell you what. Tied it up. What happens if we tie? Do we not do it, or we do both do it?
We tie, we make out. Moving on. Sweet. Who would play your spouse in a movie? Ooh.
Ooh. Good question. Ooh. Hey, can you answer this question too? I'd be curious to know what people
Who do you think would
Some
play
people
each
are
of
better
us?
at like identifying these things.
I agree.
So I'm gonna go with this right here.
I don't like my answer, but went on an accidental date once because I too am an idiot. That also happens.
Ooh.
That happens sometimes.
Oh, I remember that.
People misread things.
Don't call our date accidental.
Child together.
We have a baby.
Baby's so cute.
Okay.
It's very
What
cute.
did I put for me? Oh, I didn't even answer. Who do I look like?
Very clear, easy. Just play Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah. Robert De Niro?
Robert
Ray
De Niro.
Romero.
Chris Hemsworth. I'm so honored. I'm so honored.
Chris
Say,
Pratt.
or his bro. I'm so honored.
One of those Hemsworths look like
Yeah, I would prefer one of the Hemsworths. Ray Romano. Absolutely. Paul Giamatti.
Paul
Who the fuck is Paul Giamatti? Who the fuck is that?
I don't know if you look like Paul, but like much. That's why I put Robert De Niro, but like much younger, like OG young Robert De Niro.
The Google Paul Giamatti.
Oh my God,
I don't
Nardi
remember.
nailed it. What? What the hell does Paul Giamatti look like? That's scary.
Paul. Yeah. Paul Giamatti.
That's your dumbass phone.
That guy? That guy? Gave you
but
both globes.
But you gotta go
Young Paul
Young.
Giamatti. I don't see it, but he's a great actor, so.
You know what? If this guy grew a beard and had your hair, I can see his eyes and his nose basically kind
Very
of
centric.
being
I'm
you.
honored.
Like, so
Okay.
just go right
okay.
here.
If
Like-
I shaved.
Yeah, if you just go like this, that could be Robo. Look at that. Oh shit, Paul Giamatti's here.
It's me, Paul Giamatti, famous member of co-op comedy.
Famous man. Hey, it's me, Ray Romano.
Deborah.
Deborah. Remember that?
I
Remember that
do
bit?
remember that.
People
That's
love
exactly
that
why
bit.
I said that.
Hey,
Okay.
hey guys, what's
okay.
your top 10 Robert bits? I need an ego boost because I haven't streamed for a year.
that
I want to cry.
that Batman with the cutout mouth, so funny. Spouse for an animal, what would it be?
Okay, none of us got that. You're an animal. I am me.
I mean,
Just
you
kidding.
you are this.
If you say fucking hyena.
Where'd that go?
I don't know.
Where'd that fucking go? Oh well, it's lost
It's
forever.
right here.
Oh my god, it's right there. Guys, it's right here.
Robo is right here. Hold on, I don't know what animal I am.
I know what animal you are. It was your peak. This guy had two of your main features. He would look like Lee. What's going on? If this guy changed himself completely to look like you, he would look just like you.
This guy had your hair, your beard, which is comprising of 80% of your face.
If the guy put on a mask of your face,
Freak, what am I?
oh, Tara says you can't sing. Golden Retriever for me, too easy.
That's what I said.
That's what I said too. I'm gonna tell you right now. So.
What am I though?
True.
Hold on.
I know what you are. There's an obvious answer here.
Go with what my mom used to say. I am. Parrot.
A parrot? I said a cat.
I hate cats. How am I a cat?
That's exactly why you are a cat.
screw you, man.
It's exactly why you are a cat.
What's up, Lee?
You have cat-like qualities.
No.
Don't like being around other people.
No.
You like pushing stuff off of the desk. You don't want to be a cat.
Cats don't want to be cats.
Want to be rulers.
Does that sound like a cat? My baby laughs at cat noises. When there's like a picture of a cat,
Laughs
I
at
point at it and I
you.
go meow 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 meow. She goes.
Put a 1 in chat if you think Robert's a cat.
Damn you.
Put a 1. Put a 1.
Hope you enjoy this hot sauce thing.
Favorite
Baby.
pizza topping?
Baby. How good is the same thing?
go. No, it's the same thing.
Pepperoni. I put
Pep. Well, technically, I put pepperoni, so that.
Don't be a bitch.
Pepperoni.
Pep. Everyone brought that pep pizza. Good pizza.
Oh man, pepperoni.
That was a good
fucking
pizza.
Solid. Thank you, Adam.
Thank you, Adam. Remember when Domino's sucked?
Yeah.
Can you
And then
imagine
they totally
Can
turned it
you
around.
imagine if you bought stock when that marketing was coming? When they were basically like, we heard you. It tastes like cardboard. It tastes like shit. Don't worry. Garlic bread, brand new sauce. Like, what a baller of a
They
CEO
completely
move that
changed
was,
it.
right?
Completely.
Imagine you
changed
bought
it.
stock in that moment.
Mm.
Woo, maybe you would have been a billionaire.
They could only eat one food for the rest of their life. What would it be?
Okay, can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Clarifying question for this. If, let's say, it's burrito, is it any type of burrito?
I think so.
Okay.
Same with pizza.
Okay,
Same
okay.
with tacos.
Fantastic.
I think so.
Ready? Don't be laughing, Robo. Not pep, no pep. Yeah, you gotta go. Pomegranates. That's a good question. That's a good answer, Crafty. Crafty knows her Armenian fruits. Armenians love pomegranates.
Love words with peas.
Love. Love. What's this about French hand grenades?
What? Okay.
Oh, pomegranates.
You ready?
Yes. Sandwich. But sushi. What?
For you.
Burritos, huh? I put pizza.
Oh.
A lot of this is a good meal right here.
Yeah.
There's 4
Honestly, I'd be pretty happy with any of these. Let's be honest here.
sushi, huh?
Like you were talking earlier about how you really like sushi.
Yeah, I
so-
do, but
apparently
it's
not.
not my favorite thing of all time.
All right. Well,
I think if I had to be down to one thing, sandwiches, man. I just love
Sandwiches
a
are
good
good.
sandwich.
Sandwiches are
Oh,
okay.
when we went to Italy, oh, Robo, those sandwiches. Oh. If they could
I can
throw-
only imagine. Yeah, I think pasta is like the thing where you go to Italy and you're like, of course they have good pasta, but they have
Oh,
so
the
many other good
sandwiches.
food,
The
too.
sandwiches were nuclear.
so many other good foods.
Nuclear. Okay.
To throw a themed party, what would it be? Work so hard on your list. What is your list?
My top 10 Robert moments.
And it's nothing.
Dang. Yes, that's why I asked a clarifying question, Crafty. Got it. Sandwiches? It could be multiple types of sandwiches. A themed birthday party for you. Let's see.
Yep, in Italy, let's go. Down.
I mean, like, what does this mean? Like, costumes? Like, does guests have to wear costumes? Just the decor is the theme?
Kate, I don't think your message went through.
Oh. Wait, are you text message? You text Co-op Comedy, Kate? We haven't checked in like a little bit. It's funny.
We just looked over and laughed a bunch and then didn't say what we were laughing about. Message me on Discord. Oh, sorry, Kate. I'm not checking Discord. I'm not checking Discord. Ray Romano.
Oh my god, you actually did a top 10. Holy crap.
Duck noises. Mario loves the jazz. Batman. I love laughter. Party Animals bit. Mario Takeover.
Oh,
Screwball Whiskey. Impromptu raps. Cyberpunk Dick for your consideration. These are great. These are great.
Thank you for that. Aw.
Aw.
My heart.
Okay.
Okay, I didn't write mine yet. Hold on. Oh.
Yeah, you gotta write down. Still have more questions coming.
You're a goon.
I was
Shit,
losing
bro.
his mind.
Okay, I'm just doing this. You're probably gonna get a point.
Hey, you gonna eat that samosa? Yeah. Free samosa. Hello.
Okay, I just want to. Ready? Sci-fi.
Sci-fi.
Noir / sci-fi.
Cyberpunk?
Fantasy? I like bees. And like cute shit. Like a bee-haw. I think maybe you go bee-haw.
Be a hot party.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Alright, you get a point. Even though you said like 3
Tiny
things.
Well,
Well, you're a cheating bitch. Well.
it's all kind of. I was going for the same theme, but. Well.
My number one has to be the 12 minutes rant. Ay, bruh.
That was a good one. Cafe outside of Chicago. This is the Cheesecake Factory of breakfast. Plus lunch. We went to 5 days in a row. Just 80 menu items. The literal reason I love it.
Oh,
That's a lot of items.
there's a sandwich spot in Italy, and I kid you not, it's like a literal hole in the wall type situation where it's like it's not even as big as this. Their shop is not even as big as this. It's like a storefront by the wall, like that's
all
just
you
the
need.
wall, and it's just like this tiny little like those deli glass
Yeah.
things that you look through. It's like that, a tiny little stairs for them to walk down to their little kitchen area, and so you just go up there. Hey, I want this, and they give you like a little glass of wine and the sandwich. Freaking best sandwich I ever had in my life.
Let's go.
Okay, do you have a $600 for plane
Co-op
ticket?
comedy subathon. Get us to Italy.
Woo! We'll live stream when we're at Italy.
We definitely will.
Okay, what's next? What celebrity would they want to be stuck on a desert island with? Going with that answer I said when we were making this.
No. Definitely. Oh, I know. I have my answer.
I don't even know his name.
No,
I
I just
won't even know
totally
his name.
blanked. I do know his name. I just need to remember his name.
I don't know anything about you and celebrities. You know what I'm saying? Except, you know what? We'll go with this. Oh, no, you're not going to win.
Got it. Let's see here. I'm gonna put Paul Giamatti. Bro says wrong. Aw,
Nah.
no.
You too? Would you go on a desert
else?
island with Robo?
Who would you go on a desert island with, Robert? Who would you want on the desert island with you?
Man, I know I'm not gonna get this right because anyone
I'm not
that,
either. So
anyone
go with
that
the
I'm
joke
writing,
answer.
anyone that I'm writing down, you didn't know their name, kinda. So like,
Oh, I know their name. I just couldn't remember it, so I just need to
but all
remember the
these
name.
answers I had is like for sure you remember. You wouldn't not blank on their name. That's like the kind of celebrity. that
Okay.
you know.
I have my answers prepared.
Go with this right here. Ready?
I'm so
I'm
ready.
so
Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go.
Mario Batali. Nick Offerman?
Yeah.
That's smart.
Did you say Jennifer Aniston?
I did.
That's who I said. Let's fucking go.
Oh my god, we both went with the joke answer. I knew I should have done that. No, you took the lead. No. No, we're in the fourth quarter. It was the final stretch. No.
It's the only way I'm getting with her.
God dang it, you're gonna win now.
Ah.
You're gonna win now. I was in the lead the whole time.
Yeah, but not anymore.
Ah.
Yeah, Nick Offerman would be great to be second
That'd be
island with.
so
He's
good.
resourceful.
That'd
He
be
can make
so
boats.
good.
He knows how to use wood.
I should have gone with my OG answer.
was
Bear
it?
Grylls.
Should have. Should have.
Yeah, Gordon Ramsay, Casey, Mario Batali. He making Italian food for you, eh?
Bang!
No, that's Emerald, not Mario
Not
Batali.
anymore. It's the biggest.
Sometimes I
fear.
like to shoot the garlic. Ooh, biggest fear.
Jennifer Aniston.
Jennifer Aniston, rejection.
Bumping into Jennifer Aniston on a dating app.
Biggest
is my biggest fear. Ooh, you know what? I know. We both know this, Robert. We both know this. You're writing a lot. Wait a minute. A king handmade furniture? Yes, Cave. You get a Cave. How are you? Ooh. Cave gets it. No one said Bear Grylls. No, the only reason we didn't say Bear Grylls is because when we were putting this list together, Robert jokingly said that. I literally wrote that down, and then Robert was like, "Are you putting the one that I said when we were writing?" I was like, "No." But that is a good option.
It's a great option. His first thing, drink your piss.
Robert's secretly just looking for a reason to drink his own
He's
piss.
always drinking his pee.
He loves pee.
Bear Grylls loves pee.
Call him Bear Pee.
Gosh, who, or what is my fear?
It's a very simple answer here, Robert. We both know it for each other. Talked about it before. Really? Yeah, we have. You know, literally, it's one of my, like, I can quote this from an episode of Minecraft.
I'm gonna sort of. Oh, such a dark note. Alright.
No, this is perfect. Till death do us part, Robert. Drowning.
Oh,
Suffocated.
I put drowning up here, but I put suffocated.
Suffocated
like,
is.
Underwater, it's
Right.
kind of doing that, but then like I don't want to do that in like a small space.
Right.
It's the same.
Right.
Like,
I think of you in Minecraft when you got trapped in the ice and you said, "My nightmare." And then we had a whole discussion about how we're both afraid of drowning.
yeah, that's true. That's true.
You got a point.
Technically we tied,
Yeah.
but I did put drowning and then erased it and then put suffocating.
But that's what you ended on. Although
Yeah.
suffocating is really just
Drowning.
drowning. But
Suffocating
it's
is the
okay.
overall
It's okay.
arc of-
It's okay. This is the umbrella.
Suffocating, dry drowning.
It's okay. We tied. Dry drowning.
We know each other equal.
We know each
Equal.
other. We don't know a lot, but the things we do know, we know the same amount.
Look at that. No one has to
No one has to do
drink
anything.
piss. What was it again?
We said a shot of hot sauce. Really want to drink piss. Some more questions
Okay.
from the people.
No.
What? We'll go to this one and then we'll go to another one. Where do you want to travel? Where's a place you've not been able to travel? You would like
Japan.
to travel?
Easy.
Yeah.
Japan.
Japan seems dope.
Yeah. It's just where I've always wanted to go. What are you dream? Wow. Okay, I didn't let you answer. Go
No,
for
no,
it.
it's okay. It's okay. I'm answering
Next
for both
question
of
for
us.
me.
Japan.
Next question for me only.
Japan seems dope. I'd love to go to Norway.
Oh my god, Thai means kiss. Shit. after all this, we'll do it. After.
Okay. What are your dreams for co-op comedy? What are
Where's your
dreams?
travel? You didn't say travel.
I said Norway.
Oh,
He didn't hear me because he was talking.
yeah, I do that a lot.
So, yeah, I'd say Norway. Norway's a place I've always wanted to go. Seems
How
dope.
did you just press? All the questions. Okay.
What are your dreams for co-op comedy?
Boy, let me tell you. A
What
lot.
dreams.
Honestly, what is the dream for co-op comedy? It's to be able to make my salary
Mm-hmm.
via co-op comedy, which seems so.
Or at
crazy.
least like partially or mostly through co-op comedy.
Sure, yeah,
You know?
enough because like there's that rule that they say where if you can make % of your salary with your side hustle, you should quit your job and focus on the side thing because that you like, because then when you devote more attention to it, you can grow it
Yeah.
faster so that it replaces your salary.
Yeah.
I guess that's the dream, to be able to create funny video game, honestly, just funny content.
Yeah.
It doesn't even have to be video games.
I would love to have like a co-op comedy umbrella studio. Sort of we've talked about this before, but
Yeah.
like sort of like Kind of Funny, where they
Yeah.
have like this umbrella thing where they are kind of funny, but they have these like subgenres. All of their stuff is about gaming in one way or another, but I would love to have co-op comedy that we do gaming content, but we also have like co-op sketches or whatever that's like just
Yeah.
funny stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just want a studio. I want a home base.
I want like a specifically comedy based thing that like it's like funny versions of stuff.
Yeah.
Like ours is funny version of Let's Plays.
Yeah.
Or whatever it may be. But like a funny version of, I mean, this already exists, so it's not going to be this, but
Podcast.
podcast. I can't do a podcast. He hates podcasts. He hates talk. He's famously
We were talking
known
about this
for
on stream the
hating-
other day. I was
Yeah?
like, Robert wants to do a podcast so bad. So bad.
Because look, we've been live for three and a half hours talking, basically. I feel like we talk. Anyway,
Co-op Comic Podcast teaser? What?
So what?
But yeah, just a space to make funny.
Just some sort of
shit.
space so that, like. Should we tell them what one of the original ideas for a content was for Co-op Comedy? You want to mute it so I can tell you real quick?
Yeah, we've had a lot of ideas for co-op
Yeah,
comedy
so in
that we've
co-op-
forgotten about.
Oh yeah. So when Co-op Comedy first started, we were like pitching like what do we want to do? Because we never when Co-op Comedy started, we were never like only gaming. We wanted to do other things, and one of like the taglines was Co-op Comedy, bits and skits, or it was like we're trying to like figure out what kind of like little tagline it would be, and it was never just like always gaming. And one of these ideas was to do like strictly comedy, talk show where either he would be the host and he'd be like the Conan O'Brien, I'd be like Andy Richter, or vice versa, or whatever it may be, or it just switches off each time, and we would have guests come on and we would like interview them for something funny. I like it never like manifested into something like real with like hardcore like idea, but it would be like very improvisational. We would have like a
maybe we'd play pranks on them
Yeah.
that they wouldn't know about. Nothing
would-
serious.
yeah, like we would like throw like something at them like so that they could improv with us and be like not know about it in the moment. I think we were probably gonna do Scooter first because he's pretty good at like improv comedy. Like he has good reactionary jokes to his like when he plays games and stuff. But it just never manifested. And also like the production to do something like that would be astronomical, and the viewers would be minimal. Like we would get 10 people at best.
Yeah.
And like if you want to make it on YouTube, you really need to go for the most general, far-reaching content in order to get people to come, and like then you can pivot to like more niche things. Cause you'll
Or maybe we try.
we'll fucking try
Get
right
Scooter
now.
in here right now.
Scooter!
Scooter!
Ladies
He's
and
been here
gentlemen,
the whole time.
There's your Scooter.
Yeah, imagine. Oh my god, he just pops out right now.
Hey guys, he's just like a potato.
Yeah, he streamed recently.
Oh my God, no
Yeah,
way.
He popped in.
I
He was
missed
playing
it.
some Modern Warfare. It was like Saturday morning or something, so it was
Oh.
really outside of his old time zone. But yeah, we've had that. We have had things set up for a podcast. Here's the thing.
Oh,
We've
yeah.
had so many ideas for co-op comedy that we will talk about. We will make graphics for it, like stuff, and then we
Make
go.
a channel for.
We'll make a channel. We literally, I won't say what it is because I don't want to
No,
get people's
don't
hopes
say
up.
it.
But like, we have a channel for a podcast. But like, inevitably, it usually comes down to, great, when are we gonna do this? Like, because we're so busy with our regular content and with life and so many other things.
Yeah.
It's really hard to build new stuff regularly
Yeah.
and keep the other stuff going at the same time.
Yeah.
But
Oh yeah. Content's hard.
it is.
It's not easy.
We have, needless to say, we have a lot of dreams for co-op comedy.
Honest.
But the big one is we just want to make people laugh.
Yeah.
End of
I
the
mean,
day,
it's
fucking it.
funny enough. Like co-op comedy has already been sort of a dream come true
Truly.
because it's like something I've always wanted to do. I work better with someone. I think I'm more funny and more creative bouncing off of someone, and he's great to bounce off with because he's just funny and creative too. So it's already been a dream in a sense. Let's make it.
Dreams for co-op
To
comedy.
be able to to just like create with someone else. So then it's like, what's your dream for it? More and bigger ideas, more of it. Like I always wanted to do sketches stuff, but you have experience in making sketches, and you always have advised that like it does take a long time and it's a big commitment.
These guys are at 2K subs. The thing with sketches is that, in my experience, and I had like a sketch comedy teacher tell me this, and he was like, "This is really how it is. If you go to like a sketch show in LA, you will find people doing hilarious, incredible sketches in a black box theater with like the most minimal shit, and everyone is willing to go along with it and accept it because you're a captive audience. But as soon as you start filming it and putting it in this format, there's like this subconscious thing where people expect it to be better, and so it like production quality in terms of like a really good camera, really good lighting, really good audio, etc., and in terms of like creating the right set or whatever for whatever you're doing. Because like, yeah, we've, you know, in intelligent design, we did a lot of stuff and we made do, but like we had people dressed as pirates and stuff, you know, and it takes so much more to sell it in that format. Oh, 2001. Fucking let's go, man. 2001 makeouts. Let's go. Thank you, everybody. Unbelievable. Wow. Impressive. That's wow. 2000.
It's crazy. Where are all those viewers?
Where are they?
Where y'all at?
The numbers.
Why aren't you watching our videos, huh?
Huh? Yeah.
It's so funny. That's nice. That's good.
Good. Good.
I try not to get excited about it.
Yeah, it's
I know it's cynical. You know, people like to give their flowers.
Well, this is something that I deal with all the time, and I'm sure, you know, I mean, we deal with this co-op, but I deal with it all the time on TikTok or whatever.
Actively.
But like, you're like, one video does really well or one number, and then literally the next day, fucking nothing. You're like, what the fuck? You get so excited about it, and you're like, up and down all the time.
It happens with our list videos too.
Oh my god, yeah.
We survived Y2K again. 2001, woo!
We got it, baby. We got it.
All right.
One final question here.
Final question.
If you two had to plan each other's bachelor parties,
Wow.
what would the theme be? What activities would you plan? Huh.
Interesting. Or theme.
Era, that's nice. That's good. Robert, after a cool achievement.
She always makes fun of me for not ever being like excited about anything.
Yeah.
Like I'll come back from watching the Batman. She's like, "How was it?" I was like so excited. And I'm like, "It was good." Like, would you show some emotion?
Robert's an incredible actor. Have you ever seen him in our reaction videos? It's not how he is in real life.
That's good.
Yeah, mics are really useful. I feel like I would plan something pretty like fun but low key for you. Like a night where you could get away,
Just me.
not have to worry about the baby or whatever. But like I don't think you would want like the like crazy go to Vegas, get smashed, fuck strippers or what, you know, like unless they were specifically Jennifer Aniston.
Right. How many Jennifer Aniston?
But like I don't know that you would want that whole
I mean,
thing.
here's the thing, right? If I go to Vegas, or if we were going to go to Vegas or whatever, right? And it was like me and the friends, and I wouldn't want to go gambling. It would be like, let's just go eat, let's go drink, and like, I don't know, watch a show or something, or just like walk around and just shoot the shit. Like it's like it's more about the hanging out with the person rather than the place.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
You're spot on. What about you? Bachelor party for you.
Bachelor party for you.
Bachelor, you're a picky eater, so it's not food.
Could be food, just depends on the food.
Congrats on the prices. That's kind of cool, I guess. Norway. Just take you to Norway.
Take me to Norway? Okay.
Take you to yeah, I don't know. Norway? What is Norway? I mean, I guess maybe we would go to... Oh, okay. Here's what we're doing. So if we could plan anything and execute, yeah? I mean, it's just free for all, right? Okay. First thing I will do is we fly to Moscow. I think you know where we're going. We're going to Moscow. We're getting good food. We're gonna get warm clothing right? And then we're gonna find the #1 guide to take you to Chernobyl. Okay? You have a hazmat suit and everything. You have a 4K drone, and you have a really good 4K handheld camera. And we're gonna go, and you can just film whatever you want. You could go drone in, and you can
go,
look at
man.
things, and then we're gonna hire a plane to fly overhead, and you're gonna jump out and parachute, just so you get this nice aerial view of Chernobyl as you're flying.
Damn.
And
Tara was
then,
literally just saying you're not a planner, and now she's retracting her
yeah,
statement.
you better take that back. And then
And
listen to
then?
this idea.
Listen to this.
If this was possible, listen to this idea. I don't know if you've ever done this. Come here, bud. Listen to me. We take all of your friends, okay?
Put them in Chernobyl.
We reenact Chernobyl. And only you can save Chernobyl. I created your own video game, bud. How do you like that? No, listen to this. Listen to this. We take all your friends, right? However many it be. It has to be an even
However
number.
many have? I don't know how many.
I
Probably
don't know how many
zero,
friends
but
you have, but take all your friends. It has to be an even number. Split them in half teams, okay? Paintballing in Chernobyl,
That'd be fucking crazy.
right?
Have you ever been paintballing?
Yeah,
Fucking fun.
fun. Have you ever been airsofting?
That I have not been.
I've done
Is that good?
arsofting, and it's crazier
Yeah?
than paintballing for sure. I
Let's
think
go.
because these little pellets are like. Ah, ah. I went airsofting. Okay, you guys want to hear my airsofting story? This is
Yes.
a wild time. Let me tell you about my airsoft. So near my house, okay, not near my house, like my apartment, but like kind of like close, like in the vicinity of it, is this church. It's like this youth church, and it was run by like some dude. Okay, some dude owned it. I don't know.
Presumably a pastor.
I don't think so. Some guy owned it. So and one of my friends was like friends with him,
Airsoft guns cake.
and so me and like three of my friends, well, me, my friend, and his two friends, went to there, and in this church, and this is how this church was built. It was like this. Okay, imagine a rectangle. This is an aerial Google Map view. A rectangle, right? And in the middle was open. So kind of like, you know how those apartment buildings sometimes have like that middle part that's cut out. And I've cut that out, but you have this whole area, this church with like different rooms and this and that. And in the middle over here was the church part. We go bah, 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 praying area. That was the safe zone where you could go
What was
reload.
it like? What was the
Bah, 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 bah.
Okay.
So we split into teams and we started airsofting each other all over the church, and it was fun as heck. Also, there's a part where you can go up to the roof of the church. So we go to the roof of the church with our airsoft guns to shoot each other down. Now, let me tell you this: to shoot each other downward into the where other people were. Now, let me tell you this: I don't think these airsoft guns had that orange tip. That's bad.
That is bad.
That's very bad. You want to know how bad? So bad that somebody called the police. This is high school Robert, who's still considered an immigrant and doesn't have his papers. And they called the police. Okay?
To a church.
To a church.
That you were
I'm on the
presumably
roof of the church with a
From
gun.
their perspective, holding up for God.
I'm on the roof of the church with a gun. And I was wearing, people used to do this. Long sleeve white shirt, short sleeve black shirt. Kind of like a skater would, right? I don't skate.
Or somebody holding up a church.
Or somebody holding up a church. So we were playing. All of a sudden, a hella freaking copter, pretty low. I'm holding a gun. I'm looking up, and I just hear weapons down off the church. We are shitting our pants. I look. I put down the gun. I walk down. And now all of us are hiding in the church. And the guy's like, oh, it's private property. Don't worry. I'll go down. I'll talk to them, this and that. What do? I think quick. I think quick.
Robert, thinking quickly.
I think quickly. Those guys saw a guy with a long white and a black t-shirt. Takes off the black t-shirt. Takes off the long white. Puts on the black t-shirt. I'm merely a black t-shirt guy. What you're waiting for is the guy with the white and the black.
Thinking quickly.
In a moment, life or death.
So we're hiding. He goes, talks to them, and everything's fine. They leave. But I kid you not, in the front of the church was, it must have been a SWAT car because it was one of those where it opens up that way, and it was like 4 cars, and it was gadoof.
What was it like?
Gadoof.
Thank you.
Those doors, you know, they just kick it open.
Yep.
Woo!
Did you get arrested?
No.
Okay, good. Because they were looking for
They
some
were,
other dude.
they were looking for
with
the
a
white
shirt.
and the black, but I was just the black, okay? Or maybe I just took off the black and went white. I don't remember.
No,
This was
the
like
point is,
20 years ago.
point is,
That was a hell of a time. That was a hell of a time. Quickly, not intelligently. There's no time for intelligence.
no,
You gotta
no,
think
no,
quickly.
No.
I thought. Yeah.
It's all happening up here.
All right, everybody.
One final question from Nardog in the chat.
Yes?
Do either of you two ever vlog?
I don't even know what we. You see, here's the thing, right? When you do vlog nowadays, especially when content creation is so ubiquitous.
Yeah.
Ubiquitous. Is that a
Fucking
good
good
word?
word.
Thank you.
Fucking nice.
Thank you.
Right, guys? Anyways,
Anyway, everyone
everyone
is a
doing it.
content creator.
Everyone has access to much better equipment and
This isn't like the year where
Software.
like Casey Neistat started vlogging and changed vlogging with like a daily vlog, and he was like creating such a nice story around it. Like everybody's doing it. That's not to say that. That's not to say that you can't succeed. You can always succeed, but you have to have a great idea. You have to have a great hook. So if we were to vlog, we couldn't just be, here we are doing our life. It's not interesting. Like it must be very interesting.
it's just like streaming and so many other content things now. Yeah. It's
How
really
many
different
streamers
landscape.
are there? So many. If you want to succeed, you have to do something interesting, something new, to get you noticed. That's why you get these articles like that one girl who's been beating Elden Ring using weird ass things like the DDR thing, or like 2 at the same time. Like she keeps upping the ante, doing interesting things, and that's getting her boom skyrocketing. Or like the people who were doing like the AI thing. There was like that Miko. There's like this streamer.
Oh, Code Miko.
Who created this like artificial intelligence streamer, and she did that before this whole AI thing was blowing up, right? So it's like you got to do some like crazy creative things to become like a really successful thing. So like a vlog would be cool, but we would have to do something.
That's to what we're talking about. This is exactly how I feel about podcasting too. Where I'm not actually opposed to. I think podcasting is great, but if we're gonna do a podcast, again, what are we gonna do that's not already being done, or how can we do something that's already being done to a level that will push it somewhere new? You know,
I think the funny, not the funny, but like the pitfall a lot of people get with content creation is that they see other content creators do the thing and they're like, I will do that. Yes, you can do that, but also you have to check when they started doing that. Because a lot of people are starting these podcasts now that already have their audience, and this is just another avenue and just another way for them to give something to their audience. Like Auntie Donna's podcast, Conan O'Brien's podcast. They didn't invent podcasting. Podcasting already existed, and there was a lot of people who are in this space who started podcasting that became successful because they were like early, right? There's the early adopters, and then there's people who come in with that audience already that can just swoop up a portion of it. And like, you know, if they get 1 million views on videos and they only get 30,000 people in a podcast, that's fine. They can sell that to one sponsor and make some money on the side, and they're just sitting around talking. If we do that, we're sorry to cut you off. If we do that, we don't have this massive audience that's going to listen. We have right now 13 people watching, right? On our best day, we might have 30 people who will listen to the podcast. So we have to do something that's so interesting and unique to break out of the shell in order to grow a podcast to make it worthwhile. You know what I'm saying? But it could be something that we do for, let's say, Patreon. If we want to figure out a different way to increase our revenue so that we could do other shit, like freaking, I don't know. I always had the idea to go to like an arcade and have like little challenges where we verse each other in an arcade, and that requires money, obviously. And so if we do like a Patreon in order to fund these other ideas, and we could do a podcast for the Patreon so that the people who are supporting us get something that they want specifically. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I'm tired. Go on, sir.
To your point, Hell Dragon, about Game Grumps, you could say that a lot of what we do on Co-op Comedy is kind of already in that same thing that we were just saying not doing with the podcast. A major difference, I think, and I'm not saying that you're saying this, but it's just to point something out, is like we do Let's Plays, which like became incredibly popular because of people like Game Grumps that are already doing it, right? And they like perfected or whatever. They were the first people. And now there's a lot of people who are trying to do Let's Plays, but they're not as successful as, say, Game Grumps for the same reason we were just talking about. However, a difference between like that and, say, a podcast is that let's say we do a Minecraft Let's Play or a Let's Play for like Meet Your Maker, which is a new game that's about to come out. It's going to be really popular. People are searching for that game, so they might find us because of that game. If we just do a podcast where we're just talking, people aren't searching for us talking to each other. There are other ways that people can find us when we're doing like a Let's Play because they might find us looking for the game, etc. This other thing, or stay because they like watching that specific game, so they'll watch anyone play the game. But if we're talking just a podcast, we have to have a unique conversation topic that is so unique that people are either searching for that thing. Like we could do a gaming podcast, but then it's much more open ended.
Yeah.
It's too wide. So
Right.
we would only catching people that are going to find us to want to listen to it. Does all that make sense?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. If we do a gaming podcast, and if you go to the podcast, this is why when you listen to, because I do listen to quite a few podcasts, and they really push. Hey, if you like it, go put a 5-star, or like you have to actively push people to do stuff like that because that will bump you up the rankings, and the rankings are so important in podcasting because if you're like, hey, I want to listen to a gaming podcast, you go to gaming, you're gonna see Kind of Funny on there, and I don't know who else because I don't listen to gaming podcasts like that, but it pushes these people up. So we're not going to get up there like that. There's no way.
No.
There's literally like realistically zero chance for us to be ranked in that genre unless we somehow do something some way somehow so interesting, so unique that it like I don't know, gets an article written or whatever. Just something that has to be so different. But it just can't be, hey, me and Rob are going to talk about our favorite games of 2023. Let's chat about gaming or whatever. Like we have to bring something fresh and unique into it. But yeah. Or you just put it behind a paywall essentially. And if people like it, they give $1, join the YouTube membership, and whoop-a-doo, you got your podcast.
Whoop-de-doo.
Because that might be a way.
Maybe.
Yeah.
All of that
Awkward
is to
silence.
say, podcasts are hard.
Yeah, and
Content is
Co-op Comedy is getting shut down today.
Yeah, this
This
is
is our
actually
last
the last stream. It's really fun. We're actually killing each other after this.
Yeah. To
Can
the
we say
death.
that on YouTube? Kind of got real dark.
Let's get a
Let's give
happy
it a
one,
little window.
and then we'll cut 8 seconds. Happy times. They transcode everything you say. You know that, right?
Shit.
I'm not even joking. Like any word you say, it's like as they're like coding it or whatever, like putting in the thing. It's like also scanning, like writing the words. Now you go like okay, whatever, and you can say it, and it just writes your words. They do that on this, and that's why when COVID was happening and all this stuff, well, I mean, still happening, but when it was what's going on? You're mad?
No, I'm afraid.
When COVID was happening, people would make a COVID video, and even if they didn't put COVID in the title, COVID in the thumbnail, whatever, if they
talking
said
about
the
COVID,
word, that's it picked it up and it would flag it. And so what was funny is Game Grumps, you said that, hey, when we reference this, we're just gonna call it the Backstreet Boys tour. So that every time they wanted to talk about, like, hey, when the Backstreet Boys tour was happening, like they would have to substitute the word so that YouTube wouldn't pick it up.
Oh god.
Very interesting.
Scary.
Same thing with sorry, now I'm just going on my own little
Let's
tangents.
fucking go.
Videos,
Your own podcast.
like videos, right? I think they also scan the video itself because a lot of these.
So if you have like COVID written on a
Yeah,
thing or
it can
something,
pick it up. That's why a lot of these
Scary,
like channels will not like Mythical Kitchen, like which is Rhett and Link's like food channel, which is great. They won't drink on camera because it will somehow know that they drank something on camera, and so their bit is that they go whoop, under the like they take the elevator down and they go.
We've been drinking on camera this whole time. We're screwing ourselves over here, guys.
We don't understand YouTube, or we understand it, we just don't implement it. All right, everybody. Enough ranting. My throat hurts.
Yeah, it's time to shut this down.
You're right.
You guys, thank you for coming out. This has been a blast.
This was
We
fun.
had some good chats here.
I think we did. I
Chats.
think we helped.
Yeah. I think we helped you all. Everyone here is getting laid tonight.
You're all banging.
banging for sure. If that's your thing, maybe you don't want to.
You know what I mean?
It's good.
You know what I mean?
If you want to though, it's definitely
You
happening.
do what you gotta do. You do what you want to do. Do. Okay. Well. Bye. I guess.
I don't have an outro.
No.
I don't really do anything.
It's
All
gonna
right.
sit awkwardly.